Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wrestling Rundown. We may have to do a retake because I don't know what episode this is. I forget. It's been a while.
Fucking well. You know what? See the title. There it is. Hold that. Hold that. There's the title.
Yeah, well, it's that time of the month to do.
It's that time of the month. You mean it's that time for the last fucking 8 months? Jesus Christ. How long has it been? And this isn't even an edited rundown. People are going to be pissed if they like the edited shit.
In all fairness, Chris and I did do one last month, so...
Yeah, fair. I forgot you guys actually did one, yeah. Okay, so minus the one Dodd did, it feels like you and I haven't done a rundown in, like, months. Probably years.
I know, yeah.
Who the fuck knows anymore?
I think the last one we did was, probably when we reviewed Double or Nothing. That's the one.
Hey, at least we're not catching up on all that shit. We're only covering what happened in the last month, this month. And holy fuck, did a lot happen this month. Good, bad, and somewhere in between.
Yeah, but we didn't even do... I'm Owen the Birdman Finch, by the way. We didn't introduce us.
James Heben Hebert. If you don't know who the fuck we are by now, how the hell did you find us?
I don't even know.
No, for real. Like, how are you here? Why are you here? There's like 15 other channels that are better than us. Hi, Jeff Meacham.
Sure.
Hi, Jeff Meacham. How you doing?
Hopefully he's watching. Probably not, but I doubt he is.
Yeah, I doubt it. Dude, that dude is busier than me at the moment.
Damn it. But for a change, we're gonna be jumping all over the wrestling promotions. We're going to WWE. We're going to NWA, Impact. We're going all over the place.
Dude, there was so much that fucking happened in the last month. It was fucking nuts.
I'm actually excited because a lot of this stuff has happened since I've been away that I've been wanting to talk about. So let's just get talking about it.
Let's fucking go. Yeah, I'm down to talk about it. So what are we talking first? WWE?
Yeah, I figured you want to get that out of the way first. So.
Yeah. And by the way, believe it or not, there's actually going to be a bit of positive. If you guys checked out my watch along with Jeff, there's some positives for the Rumble this time. Which I didn't fucking expect that was ever going to happen. If you were to fucking tell me I was going to be positive about the Royal fucking Rumble, I would have fucking called you crazy, dude. Like, for real.
I don't remember the last time you've talked about anything positive about WWE, actually.
It's been a long time. Like, an extremely long time. I think the last positive thing that wasn't a retro, and even that's a stretch nowadays.
Actually, wait. Can't be the old NXT either. It's got to be
no. Yeah. Okay, if we're talking main roster, yeah, fuck. I would probably venture to say, what is the probably Mania 31 as a complete show, maybe?
Wow. Oh, complete. I was just saying.
So right when we started the fucking rundown. Probably. I think that's when the last time I praised anything good from the main roster that I can recall, and I'm talking about like from top to bottom. Okay, I enjoyed the Rumble from top to bottom in a vacuum.
In a vacuum,
because as we said, there's some shit that came out now that makes me look at the men's Rumble very differently. But
I wasn't a fan of the men's Rumble, but we'll get to that.
Oh yeah, no. I looking back at it now, I'm no longer a fan of it either. Although I did like the Nakamura Shinsuke AJ Styles beginning, and I did like the Bad Bunny inclusion and what Bad Bunny specifically did, and McIntyre and Lesnar having the face off in the final two. That was fucking great. I liked all that.
Let's just talk about the show from top to bottom. So
yeah, we'll be quick with this, but I think match of the night by far was Reigns and Rollins. Honest to God, that fucking ruled. Like, and what a fucking finish too. The only complaint I think I had about it was Charles helped him to the rope, Rollins. Otherwise, man, what a visual. Fucking Rollins is passing out from the fucking guillotine choke. Roman's fucking losing his mind. He's contemplating what the hell he's just done, and then he just doesn't second guess himself anymore, and the crowd's chanting Roman sucks, and he just fucking wallops him with the fucking chair. And by the way, it's fucking... This is unreal, by the way. So, just to put this in perspective, he came in to this fucking matchup as a fucking heel. But he was over. He was fucking over. He's the most over I've ever seen Roman. I've never seen him this fucking over. And he came in like a fucking megastar. And he was a bad guy in the Rollins match. I don't care what the fuck WWE was trying to do when he showed up for the WWE World Title match against Lashley and Lesnar, which was also pretty damn good. But when he came out to assault fucking Lesnar and Heyman turned his back on Lesnar, he got a fucking face pop.
Yeah.
A major fucking pop. A face pop for Roman Reigns. Who the hell would have saw that coming fucking 5 years ago? A genuine face pop for Roman Reigns, and a sustained one at that. They're finally going to get what they wanted, and now they don't want it anymore. They're going to get Roman being the babyface versus Lesnar being the heel.
Yeah.
For WrestleMania. Even though it's supposed to be the other way around this time. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. There is nobody better in the WWE right now than Roman. Like, there's not a single person. Like, even Lesnar's right up there with them, but there's nobody better on a consistent basis, and that is a full-time member of the roster than Roman.
Absolutely.
Like, and I've been saying this before, when he was getting shit on. All you have to do is just let the fucking dude be himself. And now he's being himself. And here we are, And the problem is, it's too little too late, because, like, you already ran, like, a bunch of people off, and they will never come back. The only reason I came back for the Rumble was as a favor to Jeff Meacham. But fucking great fucking 2 matches for the main titles. Really well put together women's Rumble. Yeah. That shocked the shit out of me. Like, I thought that was the one I was going to shit on the most. It turned out it was really more so the men's, especially now. But I still, like, had a good time with the men's Rumble before I knew what I knew now. Yeah, that was probably the only dud of the fucking show, because even Becky and fucking, I'm going to address her by her fucking non-slave name, Piper Niven, was pretty damn good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Like, that was a pretty good match. Only thing that overshadowed that was the fact that, I don't know, fucking sign was melting. You heard about this, right? I don't think we need to go into that.
Wait, what?
You didn't hear about the sign melting?
Oh, the WrestleMania sign?
Yes.
I didn't hear about it until just now.
You're shitting me. Oh wow, you're out of the loop. Well, all right, let me talk to you. So, you know when Ronda pointed at the WrestleMania sign?
Yeah.
You know when the pyro went off?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's when it started happening. Now this turned into a scary situation, legitimately. So, the sign that they lit on fire with pyro by accident, apparently the fucking thing was cheap metal. No idea that was the fucking... I didn't even know they decided to get fucking cheap metal. And the shit was melting onto the crowd below. It was like melted sign particles, like, leaking down on the ground. People got first-degree burns, and they had to fucking evacuate the entire, like, section of the arena just to bring the fucking sign down and extinguish the flame.
That's scary.
Yeah. And then, by the way, after the men's Rumble and Lesnar pointed at the sign, the fucking sign caught on fire again.
Damn.
So, but it wasn't nearly as much of a risk, because people were already filing out of the arena by that point.
I'm surprised this is the first time this has happened. Like, I don't never like this is.
Yeah. That's how you knew it was the first, because they didn't have these problems before. Like, there was no issues with the other fucking logos. There wasn't an issue with the I think the WrestleMania what was it? The WrestleMania 35 logo before the pandemic, or the 36 logo rather. That didn't catch on fire. The one before that didn't catch on fire. And, like, none of the fucking signs ever caught on fire.
Yeah.
Until this shit. So, no idea. No fucking clue.
I'll just give my 2 cents real quick of what I thought of the Royal Rumble. Yeah, I love Seth and Roman. I thought that was a hell of a match. I love Seth coming out with the Shield gimmick, with the Shield gear.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Playing mind games with Roman by doing the Shield fist bump and just laughing at him.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking wild.
Obviously a great. I actually didn't hate the DQ finish. I hate it a little bit now because now they're not continuing the feud for some reason. Like, I don't know why. They're just not.
Is Rollins not even... Is Rollins on TV, though?
Oh, yeah, he's on TV. They're just doing Roman versus Goldberg now instead for some strange reason, so...
For Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We'll talk about that later, but...
I mean, fair enough, though. Like, they actually do need to give that match because that was supposed to be advertised for...
Yeah, sure.
That Mania. And might as well do it at the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
And I know I know what I won't be watching though.
Yeah.
Because fuck that.
But I even love when Roman smashed Rollins in the back with the chair like he did when
that was awesome. Yeah, what a callback. Yeah, I wish they actually would continue the feud. Even if it's just a little bit, honestly, like just a little bit of fucking callback. Like do it on an episode of SmackDown. Have Roman versus Rollins maybe like 2 weeks before Mania to decide who the true champion's going to be. Why not?
Have Kevin. And then, I loved the Women's Royal Rumble was... The Melina surprise was cool. I didn't expect
Melina surprise was cool. Melina surprise, a lot of the fucking people that were announced were pretty good. Summer Rae actually shocked the shit out of me, too. She actually she was not bad at all, which, I mean... a lot of people are like, oh, Summer Rae, she ain't a legend. Like, all right, guys, listen. You can't fucking go after Summer Rae and shit all over the fucking person who plays Summer Rae because of what the WWE said about her character, like a bunch of imbeciles. You have any problem, go to fucking Bruce. And I've been on that fucking trend. If you have a problem, go to Bruce. Go to Bruce.
Yeah. But I love the Women's Royal Rumble. To go through it, Bianca Belair looked really good. Rhea Ripley looked really good. Even though I don't like the feud, they actually booked they furthered the Sonya Deville Naomi feud in a smart way by having to attack Cameron, one of her friends.
That was great. That was a really awesome thing. And like before they could even reunite. By the way, is everybody that was in the Women's Rumble back? Because oh boy, they need a tag division bad.
Yeah, they need a bat. Yeah, there's only like one tag.
Are any of them back full time?
Nope.
Was Cameron back full time? Was the Bella back full time?
Nope.
You fucking me. You're fucking me, right? No.
But yeah, that reminds me. The Bellas looked really good in the match.
Okay, hold on. I'm actually gonna rant about something. Okay. That Rumble, for just putting this in perspective. Okay. Say what you will, but you could probably turn the fucking whole Mighty Molly versus fucking... If I'm booking this, you can easily turn the Mighty Molly and Nikki Ash fucking, storyline into a full-on tag team. Like, they start as a feud and then they gain respect and become a team. Yep. Easily. Not even an issue. Easily. You had Sarah Logan come back, so why not fucking bring in... Why not have those two be a team? I don't know if you could call them a Riot Squad, but you could call them something, I'm sure. Make them have matching attire, make them a fucking team. You brought back the other Funkadactyl. Why not have the Funkadactyls back together? Why not you have both Beth and Natalya, who are active competitors. Why not bring back the Women of Doom?
Yep.
Like, the Bellas, who actually look pretty decent in this fucking Rumble. Bring them back. Hello? The hell were we doing this for? Why did you bring all these fucking teams in to see what? To show us what the fucking women's tag division could be? If it was actually cared about? Is that the only reason you fucking brought these women's back was for a fucking one-off? Oh, and by the way, that's not even mentioning the a few of the other fucking women and surprises. Like, hello, Shotzi? Shotzi and Becky are basically the same gimmick. You can't fucking team them up together?
I know.
Like, there are teams here that you could easily fucking do. Bailey's supposedly coming back. You have the Boston Hug connection. You can have a tag team division. It was right there in the Rumble. Are people just oblivious? Are Laurinaitis and fucking Are Laurinaitis and fucking Nick Khan and Bruce Pritchard just that fucking oblivious? And Vince McMahon too, because fuck it, it's been a week. It's been 2 weeks now since his grandmother passed away. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna roast the fuck out of him. Are none of these fucking people cognitive of seeing that they actually have something good here?
For sure.
Like, it was right there. I could have fucking booked the tag division just from this Rumble, easily. This was this was the restart point for the tag division right here.
Yep.
Prove me wrong. For real. That's not even mentioning, by the way, that that's not even mentioning the other fucking teams they could have brought up. They could have brought up fucking Toxic Attraction as well, because they're fucking main roster ready at this fucking point. Let's be real.
Yeah.
You could bring up fucking Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez, even though they fucking feuded. Fucking who gives a shit? Nobody cares about NXT anymore at this point. So you can put them together. Fucking, you could do shit here. Why do we refuse to do anything good with tag team wrestling? Like, do all these fucking tag teams that you have built have to go to fucking Impact to have a good tag division? Because that's what it sounds like to me. For real. For real.
I know.
It's infuriating to me.
What's also infuriating is Impact doesn't have a lot of tag teams, but they put more effort in their tag division.
Oh, way more. And they actually have a fucking team they're building around that's actually a legitimate team as well. So, like...
Yeah.
And now, that said, and we'll get to it, but that Caleb fucking match... No, we're not going back to the Eric Young fucking ODB days. If you're going back to that bullshit, retire the titles again immediately.
Yeah,
we'll get to that. Should be a one-time thing, and I'm gonna let it slide this one time, but don't pull that bullshit again. That aside, Knockout's tag division is like way more depth, and the problem is, it could probably be more so if they actually open the Forbidden Door wide open here, because God knows there's plenty of women on the AEW, Ring of Honor, and MLW rosters that desperately need to do something. AAA, wherever. Like, just bring them all in, make a tag team division. And, like, I'm sure a few fucking tag teams at this fucking point from the WWE Women's Division could also go to fucking Impact.
Yeah, for sure.
For real. Like, if I'm the Bellas, I'm fucking leaving. Because, like, what the fuck are we doing here? You brought us in for a one-off, you can't even fucking bring us in for a fucking tag title run?
Yeah.
We're the ones that fucking pushed for this. Like, that's how I'd fucking feel if I'm Nikki or Brie. Like, we're the ones that fucking pushed for these fucking titles. You treated them like fucking shit, and now we want to come in and actually try to bring prestige to these fucking belts, and you're not even going to put us on the marquee or even in programs to get these belts. Why did we come back?
I know.
Why did you waste my time?
Like they
other than like for a great women's rumble, you know?
Like they only care about they throw people together for a tag team when you legit have real tag teams in the Rumble match. Like all the tag teams that were in the Royal Rumble match are more of a tag team than Queen Zelina and Carmella.
Oh my god. Dude, you want to talk about a fucking thrown together mess of that team. And you want to talk about two people that are complete polar opposites. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
I can't. Like, fuck me. Alexa Bliss. Goddess Alexa Bliss and fucking Carmella would have made more sense than what you ended up fucking doing. Dude, I shouldn't be surprised, because you were literally talking about how they didn't even follow up with the Reigns and Roman shit. This is why I say, like, the reason I enjoyed it was because you enjoyed the shit in a vacuum. And the only two shows you could truly enjoy in a vacuum are the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, because you realize that nothing else is going to mean anything, and you can just enjoy the show for what it is. That's probably it.
And Survivor Series, because you get some kick-ass.
Yeah, not really. Not anymore. Especially with NXT gone, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, but Mania and Rumble is a whole different story, you know?
Yeah. Anyhow, I'll continue to go through the woman. Yeah, I love the Women's Royal Rumble. They actually made Mickey James look really strong in the match, and she actually came out with the belt, the Knockouts Championship, with her music, and she got some eliminations in there. She got eliminated by Lita, which is absolutely fine because she lasted a while, so I like that. That was a good call. They had Charlotte eliminate Lita, which made sense because they were feuding going into the match.
Yeah, it was really good. Mickey James, Knockouts champion, getting eliminated by Lita. Does that mean we get a match between the two in the future?
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
After this WrestleMania run she has with. By the way, I know what they're fucking booking because I've heard the fucking plans now after the Rumble. You had a perfect 4 matches here for your main world titles here. Becky, Ronda, Charlotte, Lita, Drew and Bobby, Lesnar, Reigns. 1 out of the 4 is happening.
Yeah.
What? Hello. Hello.
We'll talk about it when we get there. So.
Okay.
But yeah, I like the Women's Royal Rumble. Ivory coming out with the right to censure.
That was awesome. I marked. That
was awesome.
That was fucking great. Yeah. And the way she got eliminated too literally made me laugh like bad.
I even loved how, because this never happens. I've never seen this happen before. How when Rhea was attacking her, she just kept talking. Like she kept talking. That was awesome. Like,
don't you touch me. Meanwhile, she's about to chuck her out the ring. I love that, man. That was great.
But yeah, I thought it was funny too. Like when she was talking, everyone kept doing stuff too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for real.
That was cool. Ronda Rousey returning. I know it was reported, but
that was fucking. I didn't believe it until I see it. You know.
I mean, I know it was reported ahead of time, but I don't read reports when it comes to the Royal Rumble. I like to be surprised.
I don't blame you at all.
Yeah. Sarah Logan returning was awesome, and they got to do a little bit of reunion.
I love that. I love the spot. I love the spot with the bell.
Yeah,
because it was heat. Like, this is good heat that they got here.
Yeah,
like that was awesome. Awesome. Fucking Brie and Nikki fucking chucked the shit out of Liv and Sarah and then held up the L. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Right in the middle of when they were trying to have a reuniting of the Riot Squad. That was great.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, fucking, I love that shit, man. And that's so wholesome. Like,
yeah,
that's the type of shit you love to see.
But yeah, the Women's Rumble just... It just kicks. It was great. It kicked so much ass.
It kicked ass. Yeah. And shout out, by the way, to I believe it was Mighty Molly who produced this whole fucking thing. Like, shouts to her, dude. Shouts to her. If she really had a big hand in this, like, round of applause for you, because man, did they need you for the Men's Rumble? Apparently.
Yeah. Fuck. But yeah, going through it, I like Becky Drew drop. I was actually surprised it was a good match, because. Even in the old NXT UK days, we weren't the biggest fans of Drew drop. So,
I turned the corner. I turned the corner on Piper Niven in the next takeover that they did. I think.
That's true.
I remember. I think it was a triple threat, right? It was Niven, Kaylee Ray, and
Toni Storm.
For the UK Women's Championship. Yeah. That was
fucking. That was great.
That match ruled.
Yeah, but this was good. Like I said, the WrestleMania sign thing. But also, it's tough to follow a Rumble match, so...
Especially with a fucking Rumble match where Ronda goddamn Rousey came back and fucking nearly blew the roof off the stadium, by the way. Holy shit, what a fucking pop she got.
If there's a recommendation I could make, I think the biggest one is, like, the Rumble needs to be 2 nights. No, the Rumble needs to be 2 nights if you're having 2 Rumble matches. You can't have 2 Rumble matches.
I agree, actually. Because it felt too short, like... I would have actually been okay with watching 2 nights of the Royal Rumble. And quite frankly, I don't think it would have changed the fucking result of the Men's Rumble. But, like, you at the very least, you could have done... You could have really shaken up the card a bit. Which I feel like is missing from the Rumble. If they had 2 nights, you could do a one Rumble the main event, and you could have like how many matches did they had plus the 2 Rumbles? 7.
6.
It was 6. Yeah, so you could have 8. You could have 8 matches. So 2 more additional matches plus the Rumble. That way you could get like a tag title in there. You could get Intercontinental title defense in there. You know.
Yeah.
I would even recommend doing an hour pre-show, which I couldn't believe they didn't fucking do. I was actually kind of shocked because you could have fucking fit in the U.S. title there, like. And again, listen. Say what you will about the fucking pre-show, bro, but like it gets people on the card. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I was surprised I didn't actually see a pre-show for the Rumble. I don't understand.
This was the first time. I don't remember that they didn't do a pre-show match. It's the first time they haven't done one in a while.
I think that really goes to show you that as good as the fucking Rumble was, it really felt lazily put together still.
Yeah.
And only like, I mean, minus the feud build up and all that, like the actual card structure, like they didn't seem to give 2 shits about.
Absolutely.
And it fucking showed. It really showed. And that kind of. Yeah, Becky Doudrop was great. I'm sure you agree that Lashley and Lesnar was pretty good too with the fucking...
Yeah, that was... I love that.
Who the hell expected that fucking finish? You know?
I love the finish. A lot of people are going to probably complain about it because, you know, all the things around it didn't make sense, but they actually made sense of it on SmackDown, which we'll talk about. But the finish of the WWE title match ruled.
Yeah, for real.
I don't think anyone would have guessed that Bobby Lashley was going to pin Brock Lesnar to become the WWE champion.
That was fucking awesome. Congrats to Lashley, man. Like, from where the fuck he came from to where he is now, like, he fucking deserves every bit of what he has now. He earned that shit, bro.
This was awesome.
Earned that shit. I'm very happy for him. Even if it was a dirty finish, he got the belt in, you know? Still got to pin against Brock goddamn Lesnar. So
that doesn't happen very often.
Not at all. So that good for Lash. Good for Lash.
Good for Brock too. Like he actually showed like he cared. Like this was great.
Yeah, Lesnar. This is the most entertaining I think Lesnar has ever been in his entire combat sports career, and that includes his UFC run, which had the infamous promo of "I'm gonna fuck my wife." You know, like.
Yeah, this is
the funnest I've ever seen Brock Lesnar have. And I knew he had the chops to be entertaining with the ESPN videos, but now he's just taking it to a new level here. So.
This is great. Like, yeah, I really love the WWE title match. It's probably like my 3rd favorite match of the night.
I have a controversial take, by the way. Speaking of Lesnar, right? I don't care what anybody wants to fucking say. And this is a lot to do with how WWE books their shit, so that is on them. But with the way they booked the rest of their fucking roster, there was only one way to fucking win, end this Rumble. Lesnar had to win it. He had to. And they did it the right way. Minus the fucking Final Four. But, you know, they at least put McIntyre over with him, and, you know, he looked strong, you know.
We'll talk about that because we got to talk about the mix tag with Edge and Beth Phoenix.
Oh, that's right. That was like the last thing I didn't even talk about. Yeah, that was fun too. That was
this was fun.
Very fun. Maurice pulled out a fucking Hurricanrana, which I don't think I've ever seen her fucking do. Ever. Like, ever.
Yeah, that was impressive.
That was awesome. Like, okay. You put in some work, okay.
And Beth did a double spear, which I didn't expect to see.
Double gland slam. Edge pulled out a fucking elbow drop. He hadn't done years, bro. Years he hadn't done that.
This was entertaining. Yeah, I like this. And then the men's Royal Rumble match.
By the way, the build was shit, but this was still entertaining. The match in a vacuum was fucking great.
They did a callback to when Beth hit, you know, when Louise hit Beth with the brick and all that type of stuff. It was really good. So.
Yeah, very, very good. Very good stuff.
And then, I do want to say there was some good things that came out of the men's Royal Rumble, though, as bad as it was. There was. I actually like the Johnny Knoxville conclusion. He actually, he didn't come in there.
That was funny. That actually, I'll give you that. Yeah, that was pretty funny, because he just, I mean, it was Johnny Knoxville looking a jackass. That's all it was. He was getting the shit kicked out of him, which is par for the course with Johnny Knoxville. Yeah, because I think they were stiff shots too. I think that Haluva kick had some gusto to it. I don't think that was a fake Haluva kick. I think he legitimately booted him in the face because Knoxville said, "Boot me in the fucking face."
Yeah, I love this. He actually put over the roster. He didn't come in and it wasn't unbelievable. He came in and ran house. And
and again, we'll get to the fucking story, I'm sure. But that was great. I liked Bad Bunny as well. Bad Bunny for what he did. He didn't. I mean, he's right up there with the other four of the best celebrity appearances I've ever seen in a wrestling ring. And if you don't know my four before Bad Bunny, it's Stephen Amell, Ronda Rousey, Cain Velasquez in AAA, and fucking
Pat
McAfee. Pat McAfee at number one. He's right there, rounding up the top five. By far.
What about Shaq? Shaq was good.
Shaq was pretty good. I'd probably put him at 6. Rodman at 7 because of just his pure fucking charismatic energy.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell you the fucking rest. Because I ain't putting LT or Mayweather anywhere near the top 10 because they literally put like 0 fucking effort in.
Yeah.
Bar none. They had no effort to speak of.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else.
I guess you could count Shamrock because Shamrock, but I wouldn't say he was a celebrity because UFC wasn't really that well known. Maybe Severn. Maybe Severn.
Yeah,
I'd say he probably up there.
I mean, he didn't have a match, but I thought I liked.
No, he did. He had matches. He had matches. And he never. I think I would say in NWA because he won the NWA World Title, and it was televised.
No, the next person I'm thinking of is Bob Barker. He was but he didn't have a match, but he was really good in his.
I'm talking about people who have actually wrestled. Bob Barker would not be able to fucking even wrestle. That dude's a fucking pacifist. You kidding me?
I know, but I'm saying the appearance when he actually showed up, it was really good. So I
guess Mickey Rourke. You can actually probably include Mickey Rourke, even though he never wrestled. He did wrestle in the movie. Did too. So I'd say Mickey Rourke up there as well, probably rounding out the top 10.
I'd say the actress that played Paige in the movie, but she didn't really do any wrestling things in the movie. It was just kind of
that was a stunt show. That was nowhere near the levels of what the wrestler was. That was like straight up the dude wrestled. Who knows? I don't know. Like I
can't think of anybody else right now.
I can't think of anybody either. I'm sure there's like 2 we're forgetting. Or 3 we're forgetting. But
I mean, my number one's probably McAfee for me. He's probably
far.
number one.
Because McAfee can talk and he can fucking go. Like, the fact that this fucking dude is on commentary pisses me off. This dude should be a fucking main heel on the show. Or you can even make him a fucking face. I can see this fucking dude taking on Reigns right now. That's how good this fucker is. Why isn't he? This dude can talk, this dude can hype up a crowd, and you have this fucking dude behind the desk where you can scream in his fucking ear all day. The fuck's wrong with you people? Get a clue!
This dude's not just good, this dude, the thing that McAfee accomplished, he didn't just go in there, he had one of the best matches on a takeover. A
takeover, yeah. And that's another thing. Like, the best match. Not even one of the best. The best match on TakeOver, period. It was the best match on that TakeOver. Pat McAfee had the best match on that TakeOver. It's amazing what training with Rip fucking Rogers will do for you. This fucking dude looks like a megastar for the word go, and you put him behind SmackDown commentary. You fucking schmucks.
I even say this too, as good as Adam Cole is, I think Pat McAfee he was better than that. Pat McAfee outclassed him a little bit. Pat
McAfee right now, low key, should be one of the top guys in the company.
Yeah.
Period. This dude is too fucking good. And this dude ain't a stunt show a fucking wrestler at all. This dude is great. In and out of the ring. He's great. He's like Punk. Like he was, but he's even Like, here's the thing about McAfee. He's got the fucking perfect body type that Vince fucking likes. Yeah. Dude's fucking jacked. The dude has personality. The dude has mic ability. This dude can fucking sell his ass off. This dude can fucking wrestle his ass off. This dude can do any style of fucking wrestling that you fucking tell him to do. He's such a multi-tool player, and yet you relegate him to just doing commentary. That fucking baffles the shit out of me. If I had somebody like Pat McAfee on my roster and he was as good as he fucking was, I'd make this guy my top champion in 6 months.
Yeah.
Or at the very least in contention. Because right now nobody should be taking the belt off Reigns, but fuck me, McAfee could have been a legitimate contender by now.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know how you don't fucking see the money in this. Like, especially considering the fact that he's done nothing but praise fucking Brady on his podcast as well. Shout out to the retired GOAT, by the way. You fucking have an opportunity where you could get Tom fucking Brady to referee a match. You're telling me an ex-Canadian football player who's now your world champion versus an ex-NFL fucking kicker who has the fucking quarterback of one of the greatest dynasties in NFL history reffing a wrestling match. You're telling me there's no money in this?
Absolutely.
There's fucking... Oh my god! I don't even give a fuck about the WWE product, and I'd fucking tune in if that happened. I'd tune in. How do you not see the potential to do something with Pat McAfee? I don't get it. Why is he just on commentary? I'm sorry, I went on a fucking tangent, dude, but like, it baffles me that he's not allowed to do anything but just talk behind the booth with Michael fucking Cole. Why? And I like Michael Cole as a person, unlike a lot of other people. But why is he with Cole?
Anyhow, let's keep talking about the men's Royal Rumble match.
Yeah, sorry, I went on a tangent again. Shocking. Wrestling rundown.
Other goods, I like seeing AJ Nakamura go at it. This is probably cool. This is probably the best altercation they've had in the WWE. So
yeah, big time. No shit. You know why? They weren't kicking each other in the dick.
Austin Theory had
a good showing, except he should have lasted way longer because Shane and Austin Theory was the only match that made sense. If you were going to have Shane on the card.
Yep. There's other things that were good on it. Obviously, the pop Randy got was awesome. Riddle looked really good in the match.
Yep.
And then that's it.
Yeah, well, they did look really good in the match. Let's address the fucking elephant in the room. I'm gonna be honest with you because I'm gonna tell you the report. Okay, this is the report. Now, if you don't know, here's spoilers. Lesnar won, right outcome. But the final four happened to be 2 active wrestlers, 1 part-time, 1 full-time. A rapper.
No.
In Bad Bunny, who we praised. But why is he in the final 4? And 50-something odd Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
Who, apparently, according to sources, was the one who booked this Rumble the way it was. Which, I'm sorry. Bullshit. I'm calling fucking bullshit. I'm sorry. I know we have this tendency to fucking hate the fucking guy, to hate Shane McMahon, but let me explain something to you people. And I've been saying this for years. Who the fuck has final say, Noah? Noah. Here I am doing it again, because I've been doing podcasts with Noah for ages. Who the fuck has final say, Owen?
Vince McMahon. That'd be Vince.
Who was the one that, before the Shane McMahon reports magically just sprung out of nowhere by probably some fucking people who I'll get to in a fucking minute, by the way. What were the reports before the Shane McMahon news broke out? What were the reports before the Royal Rumble aired? How many times did this fucking match change until the 11th fucking hour?
I think several times, correct?
Who changed it?
Vince.
Exactly. So how are we going to go from one hand that Shane McMahon is solely responsible for how shitty the men's Royal Rumble was when the fucking old man who's in charge doesn't A, tell Shane about any of the current and active storylines going on WWE television, and B, keeps rewriting the fucking thing to the point where nobody, including Shane McMahon, doesn't even know his fucking entry number until he walked out of that fucking curtain. Okay? Just a thought here. You fucking mongoloids of human beings. Just a thought. And here's another fucking thing. And I'm gonna say this again on open mic nights. So if you want to fucking, skip this to the review part, then people like the reviews, you can. But hear me out if you actually want to hear me out here. How in the fuck are we gonna blame Shane for what happened with the Royal Rumble and what happened on Raw the night before, where Vince then unceremoniously sent Shane packing? You know what I think happened? Because I bet you this is what fucking happened. I bet you Shane fucking came in. It was a week after his grandmother passed and Vince's mother passed, right? Neither of them were in the right headspace. And say what you will about Vince, he's still a fucking human being, even though he's a shitty one. But he still fucking feels that he lost his mom. And Shane McMahon, who's been widely acclaimed as one of the more tolerable McMahon members, with the exception of Triple H now, in recent times, he was the most tolerable person. And he lost his grandmother. So, I think what happened was, the script kept getting changed at the fucking 11th hour to the point where Shane McMahon threw his hands up and said, you know what, fuck it. You know what, I don't give a fuck what everybody else is doing. What the fuck am I doing? There, you happy? Is this what you fucking wanted? Let me fucking just worry about myself. I don't give a fuck about anybody else now. I don't care. I don't care. Why am I fucking here? I just lost my fucking grandmother the week fucking prior. I'm here at this fucking shitty Rumble that keeps getting chased at the 11th goddamn hour. Why the fuck am I here unless I'm going to fucking get over a little bit here? Because if I'm supposed to go on to WrestleMania and fight somebody that's high profile, why the fuck am I here?
Oh, what happened?
That's exactly what happened. Anybody with a fucking trained eye that has watched this shit deteriorate for fucking years can fucking tell you that that's what happened. But every one of these fucking dirt sheets blames Shane McMahon because it got it clicks. With the exception of Aaron and other people, because there are people that just report on what the others fucking say. For the people that fucking break the story, the dirt sheet writers that break that fucking story, fuck you lot. Do better fucking research and actually ask everybody around. Thank you, fuck you, bye. On that front. To quote Jim Cornette. I can't even believe I fucking quoted Jim Cornette. That's how fucking pissed off I am about this.
It worked there, though, so...
And I'll leave you with this. And this is going to surprise a lot of fucking people. Where the fuck was this same energy, people? I'm talking to you fucking people in the locker room. The wrestlers. Where was this same energy in 2019 when you were stranded in Riyadh? Where was... and I'm not talking about the people that actually went on fucking strike and said, fuck this company, and then got their fucking releases shortly after. No, where was everybody else? Where was that same energy against Vince McMahon when they didn't know if they were going to make it home to their families in time? By the way, where was the same energy in 2020 when you lost your streaming fucking rights in the middle of a global pandemic? Where was the same energy then? Where was this same energy when the locker room morale was as lowest as it's ever been, including the time the Click ran roughshod in 97? Or 95, 96. All 3 years. Who fucking cares? Where's the same energy? For Vince McMahon. But you decide, either because you were fucking told, Or you were led to believe, or fooled yourself into believing, that Shane McMahon was the sole person to blame for that fucking fiasco. No balls. Every single fucking one of you motherfuckers. Kevin Owens, looking at you. Cesaro, looking at you. Dolph Ziggler, looking at you. By the way, Dolph, how does it feel to be named after a fucking Nazi fucking commander? Adolf Ziggler. Look it up on Google. Looking at all you motherfuckers. No testicular fortitude to speak of. If you have this fucking energy for Shane McMahon, who has been for years the most tolerable fucking McMahon and has sacrificed everything for that fucking brand, including almost killing himself multiple times over, then where the fuck is this energy for a dude who actually fucking deserved it for years? For years.
You're not one.
How the fuck have you not clocked what happened to Ali and not do what he did? I'd have more fucking respect for you if you actually fucking did that. Because you know what? I'm sorry, man. But for fuck's sake, I can only have so much sympathy if you fucking idiots, and this is why I mentioned the names I fucking mentioned, choose to re-sign on the dotted line year after year after year after fucking year. How much sympathy can I really have for these people when they keep going back to the fucking moron that keeps abusing them and keeps blaming it on other people, and they fucking buy into the shit?
I've been saying this for years with Dolph Ziggler.
like, why the fuck should I care? Why should I care?
The question I have, too, is where was the same energy when a bunch of people were losing their jobs during the pandemic?
Exactly!
Also, too?
Where was the same energy when 200 fucking people got let go last year? The fuck? And by the way, to the people that fucking re-signed on the dotted line, you think you're fucking safe? Kevin Owens, you really think you're safe, dude? Sami Zayn, you really think you're safe? Cesaro, you really think you're safe? Ziggler, you really think you're safe? If he is willing to fire his own flesh and blood, his own son, after a week of losing their grandmother, mind you, from that fucking company, then nobody is fucking safe there.
Absolutely.
Nobody's safe. What the fuck makes you more special than Shane fucking McMahon? In that instance. Does that mean I hate you guys as talents? No, I think you're fucking incredible talents. Every person that I fucking mentioned, I wish was utilized fucking more. But you know what? You reap what you fucking sow if you sign on that dotted line. The fact that we're hearing fucking Antonio Cesaro is having clips now, fucking apparently to dirt sheets, that he's fucking frustrated with his position on the card and that he wasn't even in the Rumble at all. That's your fucking fault. Leave! Leave or fucking... Or leave somehow. Don't re-sign. Leave. Or shut the fuck up, wrestle, and get paid.
At this point, yeah.
Shut the fuck up. I'm tired. I'm 26 years old and I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing you fuckers complain when you keep putting yourself in the same fucking situation over and over and over and over again and hold no accountability to yourselves when you fucking do it and decide to blame everybody else but yourself and refuse to look at yourselves in the mirror. And that's coming from a person who knows that this fucking mongoloid piece of shit in Vincent Kennedy McMahon is awful. So how the fuck have you people not clocked that? Why the fuck have you people not taken the fucking steps that Ali took? Why have you not taken the steps that Jon Moxley took? Why haven't you taken the steps that the Fox interviewer that interviewed Bayley all that time ago said you should have took? Why hasn't any of that shit happened? Either fucking do one of those three things, or shut the fuck up. Period. You have no room to complain. Sorry, not sorry. I'm so sick of this, dude. I'm 26 years old and I'm tired. I shouldn't have to know that this shit's going on behind the fucking scenes. If you have a problem with how that fucking dude is running the company, hey, guess what, fuckers? We're right there with you. We've been right there with you for years. Fucking leave. Stop re-signing to the same abusive fucking husband that you choose to re-sign with. Because that's exactly what it is. This might as well be an abusive fucking relationship.
Absolutely.
Only in this case, it's an abuse of power. By the way, take it from a person who's been in 3 abusive fucking relationships. Hold that. Hold that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous that they went off, that they're going off now at like Shane McMahon when they could have gone off.
It makes no sense. I'm sorry. I don't know what you people wanted me to expect to say. Like, I was gonna fucking agree with this whole Shane thing. No. Sorry. 2 bad things that Shane McMahon did. Yes, he's been involved in some shitty storylines, but I don't think he had even full control over that. But 2 quote-unquote bad things that he did, by the way, should not fucking completely... Dude, and here's the fucking kicker. Now the WWE supposedly is trying to tell AEW how bad Shane McMahon is. If he was really this fucking bad, dead serious, if he was really this bad, why the fuck, of all fucking companies, would be contacting AEW about how bad Shane McMahon could be for their company? I smell a fucking rat. I smell a rat. And that rat is about to decease. Name me one point that I said right now that didn't make the most fucking sense right now.
I can't because there wasn't any, so...
There was no sense in anybody else's fucking take.
Yeah.
And all the fucking dirt sheets that initially broke these stories did it for fucking clickbait and clout.
A lot of them do.
Hold that. It's fucking ridiculous.
I'm not going to blame some of them, like the What Cultures and the Cultaholics, because they report...
Yeah, What Culture, Cultaholic, No DQ, I'm not blaming. I can't blame any of these fucking guys, because they're only reporting what's being fucking fed by the actual people breaking the stories. So, whether... I don't know if it's Sean Ross Sapp. I think he was one of them. Sean Ross Sapp, who's supposedly one of the top-end journalists, well, I'm gonna be real with you. Rumors should be the first fucking thing on the titles instead of news. It should be rumors, news, and headlines. That's it. That's what it is. Because they always report on these shitty rumors. Always. I think it's a rumor. I think it's a fucking big rumor. I think it's completely fucking blown out of proportion. And until I see evidence from horses' fucking mouths that say otherwise, I'm not believing that Shane had anything to do with this fucking Rumble. I think it all falls on Vince. I think it all falls on Bruce. I think it all falls on Nick Khan. Those are the people you should be tweeting at right now. Sure. Why should I give a shit about what Shane McMahon did or did not do? Now, with that fucking said, because of the haphazardness of this fucking Rumble, and you could tell that there was no planning that went into it, the Final Four ended up being Shane McMahon and Bad Bunny and Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre. And again, am I saying Shane was right for fucking putting himself over the rest of the fucking roster? Hell to the no. Let me make that very clear right now. Why the fuck would you do that unless you just really were that frustrated and said, fuck it, I don't care. And again, that's not even justifying it, but at least that explains it better than how other fucking people have explained it. But yes, by the end of it, we had the shittiest Final Four in Rumble history.
Absolutely.
Now, and say what you will about Bad Bunny. I love Bad Bunny. We fucking praised him already. But the fact that Bad Bunny was in the Final Four over an entire main roster is a sad state of affairs. That Vince couldn't give enough of a fucking shit to let well enough alone and just let other people worry about the Rumble. Seriously. And I think part of the problem is they manifest this fucking culture where everything has to be so fucking overproduced that they're afraid. Now, in this case, you probably should, because if you do a fucking battle royal of any style, you probably have to overproduce it by a little bit. But I swear it can't be this fucking complicated, right?
I know.
How many fucking battle royals did we see AEW do? How many battle royals did we see MLW do? I fucking Impact did one for recently, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
They've done a Royal Rumble before. I don't know why they can't do it anymore.
That's another fucking problem, is the fucking idea and the notion in the back that you have to overproduce the Royal Rumble. I get it's 30 guys. I get it. But you know how you fucking work around the shit? Take every single wrestler's ideas 2 weeks in advance, write them all down, and storyboard it. That should take that really should only take a team of 2 or 3 goddamn writers. That's it. How hard can this be? It'd be really fucking hard not to book a Royal Rumble correctly. But yet, Bruce Pritchard, Nick Khan, and Vince McMahon succeeded. You know why?
I know.
Because they didn't give a single shit, or in Vince's case, was too over-controlling of everybody's fucking momentum. Period. End of story. That's our thoughts on the Rumble. Great show in a vacuum, yeah. But man, that fucking main Rumble, the men's Rumble fucking tanked.
Before we end off our thoughts on the Rumble, let's do some star ratings and letter grades. What's your star rating for the Universal Championship match?
Star rating for the Universal Championship match in a vacuum, and probably just in general, I will go with 5. 5 stars for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was great. That was great. Great match. Best match of the night.
Women's Royal Rumble.
4.5. Fucking entertaining. Really good. Really well put together.
I'll go 4.5 also. Becky Doudrop.
Give it a 3 3/4. Wasn't bad. It was way better than I expected. Even though the storyline sucked. In a vacuum, I probably would have given this like a fucking 2 1/4. Because the storyline has been shit, and Doudrop has been used to shit, and Doudrop shouldn't even be your fucking name. So, yeah.
I'll give it 3 stars. It was a good little match, just on a bad spot of the card.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I'm giving Lashley Brock like 4 1/4 for that
4
finish.
Yeah, especially and the two did some great spots too. Like, take nothing away from Lashley and Lesnar and what they did in the ring.
The men's Rumble is probably like what? I'll give it like 2 stars because in the beginning.
Yeah, I would have rated it 3 1/4 before I knew what I knew.
Yeah.
And again, this is why I barely watched the WWE to avoid rants like this. But in this case, couldn't really, because again, it was a favor for Jeff, and I knew I was going to hear about it at some point. So there you go.
Yeah. It's
a 2-star Rumble. It might honestly, honest to God, might be the worst Rumble in history. I don't think anything comes close. Even 2015 at least had some exciting moments in there. At least there was some fucking coherent storytelling. Like, don't get me wrong. At the very least, the ending was awful. No denying it. I mean, holy shit, you got the Rock boot. That's how bad it was. But at least there was a coherent plan. Like, that's the thing here. There was no coherent plan if your Final Four is a rapper, a fucking old retired stuntman, a fucking part-time wrestler, and the only full-time wrestler left is Drew McIntyre. That's abysmal. That just shows you that there was no real planning going into this. That is single fucking thing. I guarantee you that Drew didn't even know he was going to be in the final 2 with Brock. And Brock only probably did that as a favor for Drew.
I may have to wait on the 2015 one, though, because...
I don't know, man.
That the damage from the 2015 one still felt to this day, so...
It is. I'm not denying that, but... I don't know, like, at least the other Rumbles were still planned. And yes, say what you will about 2015, there was a coherent plan. It just backfired. That was the difference. It fucking backfired. And they refused to fucking put their foot off the gas pedal until it was 5 years too late. That it wasn't really the Rumble. It was the fact that they just kept pushing and pushing after the Rumble that really fucking ruins it.
Yeah, for sure.
In a fucking vacuum, this is the worst Rumble in history. Period.
Yeah, it might be.
This was, from a match perspective, too, like, there was not a lot happening in this Rumble.
No.
Like, fucking Madcap Moss and Baron fucking Corbin, by the way. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I remember when Baron Corbin was so fucking cool in NXT.
I know.
God, those days feel so foreign now. Holy shit. What what lone wolf? I don't know what you're talking about.
He ain't lonely anymore. He's
happy and he's got Madcap Moss as his best friend. Fucking kill me.
Before we end off the WWE talk, I'll just quickly go over some things that have happened post Rumble.
Yeah.
So we know Bobby Lashley now is defending the WWE Championship inside the Elimination Chamber. They've set up his opponents this week. Brock Lesnar's going to be in it because he still wants to do. He still wants to have title for Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar.
I can see why. That's fair.
Yeah. Then they had some qualifying matches. Riddle defeated Otis to qualify, so I'm happy to see that. That's a good stack right there. They had an entertaining match.
Oh shit, Lesnar and Riddle are going to fight each other then.
I hope so, yeah.
Holy shit.
And then who else? AJ and Ray had a banner of a match with each other, and AJ qualified, which made sense.
That's cool.
And then Austin
AJ
Theory,
and Rey Mysterio?
Yeah, they fought. They had a quality.
I see this, honestly. I might actually want to see this match.
Fair. And then Austin Theory faced Kevin Owens, and Austin Theory's won. Now you're probably thinking...
Actually, no, that makes sense. It makes sense with what they're trying to do with him. I get it. I get that.
You also got to remember, too, they're going to Saudi Arabia, and Kevin Owens doesn't want to go there, so that's why that happened.
I'm with him on that, but, like, whatever.
Yeah. So the Elimination Chamber match actually looks pretty stacked. I'm pretty excited about that.
Is there still one more entrant that needs to be announced?
Oh, Seth Rollins also. He didn't have a qualifying match, but he had such a great performance in the Universal Championship match that he's
SmackDown, or is he Raw?
He's Raw.
Oh, that's why. Oh, they're trying to fucking pretend like the bracelet means a fucking thing after they just had a fucking Raw guy go for the Universal title and a fucking SmackDown guy hold the WWE title. Is that what the fuck you're telling me?
Dude, they've been burying this brand split since like 2019. I don't even care anymore. So
I don't care. What the fuck? Okay.
What else happened on
whatever it's convenient. It's convenient to pretend the brand split's legitimate, except when it's not.
Yeah. Or they'll say, what's that thing that they'll say brand up, I don't know if you ever know about this, brand to brand invitational or something like that, or like wild card rule.
It's the wild card rule. Oh my god, we're still on the freaking wild card rule! Are you shitting me?
What else happened that was entertaining? They did the second round of the Alpha decathlons or whatever it's called, where Randy Orton and
yeah. I've actually heard these have been very entertaining, even for the people that don't like the sports entertainment stuff. Like, bro, listen.
Yeah,
listen. Let me talk to you, all right?
Okay.
When done correctly, comedy can work in pro wrestling. Chad Gable, Randy Orton, Riddle, and Otis. banger.
This was banger.
Like, for real. I heard about the fucking spelling bee, and it got a mixed reaction. And listen, if it's not your taste, totally get it.
I love the spelling bee.
That's your thing. But I fucking loved it. I watched the segment. Chad looks like a superstar, man. I mean, they're not gonna do anything with him. They see him as a comedy geek for sure, but man, just when you see him perform, you just get shades of Angle with him, man. You do. It's fucking eerie. And I wish they'd fucking see that in a guy. He's so talented. Like, on the stick, in the ring. Oh, by the way, there was actually one more very awesome moment in the Rumble. And I know you don't like, and we shit on Dolph Ziggler. But Ziggler and fucking Gable having an amateur wrestling match in the middle of the fucking Rumble was sweet. Dude, I actually want to see it. Please. It's the best chance you can have to get Dolph Ziggler over again. Just have the fucking Dirty Dogs fight Alpha Academy just one time. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just so we can get that fucking exchange between Ziggler and fucking Gable in the fucking ring. Seriously, please, because that would be fucking awesome.
You thought the spelling bee was great. They had a scooter race this week. It was awesome.
Yeah, I remember that. How badly did Orton fuck up the scooter race?
So Randy Orton wasn't there this week, so it was just Gable and Widow doing the scooter race.
Wow,
but it was still entertaining.
Who won?
What happened was Gable fell off his scooter, and when Widow was about to go over the finish line, Otis attacked him, and then we found out he was just faking getting attacked, so he went over the finish line. So Gable won the race.
Gable won by means of bullshit. That's
I love. Good. You know, I kind of love in a sense. Like they had Widow and Orton win the thing that Gable is good at, which is spelling, and they had Gable and Otis win the physical contest. So guess what they're having this week, which is tonight, which I'm kind of mad I'm missing right now.
What?
They're having a quiz bowl this week. That's gonna be awesome.
Bowl. A quiz bowl. All right.
That's gonna war.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, but
now this is gonna be a war. I hope this is the last one because it should be 2 out of 3 at this point.
Yeah,
like
it is the last
you
one.
can't keep doing this every week.
It is the last. So,
all right, good. Yeah, no, this was entertaining then. Good program.
Yeah.
Many buys.
So if Randy Orton and Widow win tonight, they get a rematch for the Raw Tag Team Championship. So
which they're obviously going to win. I mean, it's obvious.
Yeah.
Winning that. Cool.
What else was on Raw that was entertaining this week? I'm trying to remember what else.
Apparently not much if you're struggling.
Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH had an entertaining match. It just didn't have the right result, so there you go.
Let me guess. Nikki Trash won.
No, Rhea Ripley actually won.
What?
3 minutes. Yeah, she actually won.
Good. No, I approve.
I don't kind of approve because she just turned heel and you think you want to get the heel character over.
Bro, this gimmick is dead. Just let it die. No. And there's a couple of reasons I say this. The only way you could salvage this gimmick is if you team her up with Mighty Molly after you initially feud with Mighty Molly. And you make them a tag team. Either that or you go back to the Twisted Sister, slowly but surely, which is, I think, where they were going with the whole Molly Holly attack to begin with, to be honest. Right around the same time where Alexa Bliss is going back to her goddess phase. Probably the night after WrestleMania.
Yep.
And put them back together in a tag team.
They're gonna do the opposite and they're gonna do the opposite and keep this.
Oh no, I know. I don't expect much from this company, so who cares? But
and then on SmackDown, what's been going on? So yeah, they set up Reigns versus Goldberg, but I love the explanation that Paul Heyman gave of why he turned on Brock. Where they didn't plan it out like long term, kayfabe wise, anyways.
Yeah.
Like I said, how much of this was really planned? Because I think Roman getting COVID kind of changed the story.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, for sure.
But they did make it work, so
yeah. Lots of swerves too, from the looks of it.
Sami Zayn was entertaining on SmackDown. He invaded Johnny Knoxville's red carpet and.
Wait! They're still going with this? No.
I think we're getting a WrestleMania match out of it. I don't hate it. I actually think that could be entertaining. So,
yeah, I guess in a vacuum it can be.
I don't think Johnny Knoxville is gonna put because of how old he is and all the stuff he's done.
Hey, maybe Sami.
Gonna...
Hey, I called out Sami Zayn for stop complaining, but he might not be complaining. Maybe he wants to do this shit.
I think he does. He likes doing this stuff. So,
which is fair. I mean, hey, as long as he is enjoying himself, then good on you.
Yeah.
Honestly, like good for you, dude.
I do question.
I don't know because I know Kevin Owens fucking has complained for sure. I know he's complained. We've heard reports.
Yeah.
We've heard Cesaro's complained. We've heard Ziggler's complained for fucking years. You know, fuck.
Yeah, that's Ziggler. I kind of whatever. I've turned off on Ziggler complaining for years now. So.
Yeah, this is why. I mean, listen, he's a hell of a fucking wrestler, but you reap what you sow when you just keep re-signing your on the dotted line, bro. Like,
yeah.
And by the way, for those who say I don't have that same fucking animosity towards AEW and the way they use their talent, not all the time. Hey,
yeah, well,
I don't like how they're using Shawn Spears. I think that's bullshit. Should have had a long-ass match with a fucking Punk to me. That was dude. We'll talk about that, because I got a vent about that for sure.
Actually, no, we won't because we've already talked about it. So
did we already talk about it?
Well, Chris and I did when it happened. So
okay, but if I'll give my thoughts real quick then. The way they did, Shawn Spears cut the promo of his fucking life on Rampage, gets buried on fucking Dynamite the next week, and literally seconds flat with the GTS by Punk. After, by the way, a week prior, he was getting the Powerbomb Symphony treatment from Wardlow and barely was able to eke out a win with a roll-up. And we're supposed to believe that Shawn Spears didn't have a fighting chance.
Yep.
Dude, talk about a fucking burial. Bullshit.
I honestly...
By the way, this is coming from a dude who might be a little bit biased because... Hold on. Let me show off the fucking things real quick if I can find them.
We also got a CM Punk t-shirt, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and by the way, I love Punk. This is not against Punk.
This is his AEW shirt. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I got it for my birthday. Had it not been for Shawn Spears, those people in AEW would not know what the hell this is. You know, like, so there is a little bit of bias there, but, like, fuck me, man, like... The dude's a hell of a fucking talent, and you just waste him away. Absolutely. What was the point of, like, at this point, and I love Shawn, and I was advocating for months to have Shawn Spears with him, but if you're not going to have him be competitive now that he's joined up with MJF to rebuild him, what the fuck's the point? What is the point of having him there? To be a crazy, wacky lackey?
I know.
That's what he is, and I hate it. This dude has so much more to offer to that fucking group in the Pinnacle. If anybody got the shit out of the stick in that group, with the whole Pinnacle Inner Circle feud, I think it may have been Shawn Spears.
Absolutely.
I think that's truly who got fucked the most out of this deal. Because FTR recovered, Wardlow recovered, but Shawn Spears needed the wins the most.
Yeah.
At the very least, you could have had him have a competitive match, and we could have had a fucking clean slate for a lot of people, especially when you're moving to TBS. And you're on TBS by this point. And you can't even fucking have him have a competitive match with fucking CM Punk. Come the fuck on. I was actually looking forward to this, too.
So was I.
Dude, they did such a great thing, too. Like, Shawn Spears had such an amazing promo. Like, I don't think people... and people won't fucking listen to me when I say that. He had such a good promo. He was so good!
He's not even with Tully anymore. Like, that's it. That's
dude,
what, like...
It was the most facepalm thing I think AEW's ever done. For real.
Yeah, I think it is.
Like, honestly. And by the way, I'm not... And this is coming from a guy who likes what AEW is doing for the most part.
Yep.
But please push my boy Shawn and stop fucking ruining him. Make him a fucking dude who actually can get wins and have competitive matches even if he doesn't win.
You know it's bad when even his wife, Cassie Lee's posting, like, what the hell is this? Like, she's right.
I'm with her here.
I mean, I think if things don't change soon, he should honestly leave and go to Impact. Because
I agree. I actually agree here. Like, there's no use for him if you're not going to utilize him right. Like, you'd be better off fucking signing up Richard Holiday from MLW at this fucking point.
Yeah.
For real. It's let the dude go if you're not going to utilize him properly. This dude has so much more to offer than some crazy wacky dude with a chair who can cut great promos but means nothing when he gets in the ring now. It's fucking dumb.
The worst part about this is people are blaming Cody because he didn't put him over. This is not Cody's fault.
This is not Cody's fault. This is not Cody's fault. This is all. You could have recovered from the Cody loss. They chose not to. They chose not to, and I don't get why.
Yeah,
and it's not like and I get somewhat of the reason why, because they were trying to build up other talent, and I can understand if you weren't having plans for Shawn Spears up until you were going to team him up with MJF inevitably anyway. But they did it once on TV, and then they never did it again until they formed the Pinnacle out of nowhere.
When was the one time they did it on TV?
Do you remember the first pandemic episode where they were in the crowd and they were gambling?
Right, yeah,
that was the first episode. That was the first episode where they fucking worked together. Like, that's when it should have started! The Pinnacle should have started there! You had your first 3 members! Wait for FTR, get totally branch and have them get them there, and boom! Why did we have to wait this long?
I know.
It would have helped Shawn, I think, a big deal, man. I like Shawn Spears, for real. Sorry,
Me too.
Anyway, big tangent there, but, like, Shawn Spears, the way he's utilized in AEW is a lot like how,
it's a lot like Ty Dillinger in WWE at this point.
Yeah. And I'm not talking about NXT, by the way. NXT has used him the best.
Yeah.
Thus far. Like,
honestly, I think it's worse. I think it's worse in AEW because he doesn't have without the 10 gimmick. Now he's just a guy that's getting buried every week now.
Like, and say what you will about, like, FTR, like, but FTR has been utilized very good. They haven't been utilized, like, super perfect. And Lord knows I criticize the Blood and Guts fiasco. I'll be the first to tell you that. But FTR has been utilized pretty fucking smooth.
Yeah.
They've been putting him in main events with Sting and Darby. They put him in main events with, you know, fucking tag team. Like, they're getting a fucking program going in the Forbidden Door with the Briscoes at some point. They're putting him in shit that you are going to care about. When you see them on TV, you'll actually care. They won the fucking AAA tag team titles, which was awesome too. Like, they're giving them gold to win in other promotions. They're having them go after other gold in other promotions. They're making them the top team without having to win the tag team titles, because they got so many fucking teams on their roster that they have to feature all of them somehow.
The only real setbacks that FTR had is probably the tag title one. It was fine, but it wasn't the greatest. The Young Bucks match, they kind of screwed the people on building that up a little bit.
Yeah, but fair enough, you know. I get why they kind of had to do it.
And then the Blood and Guts match, and then that's it. Like, they actually utilized FTR really well.
Yeah. Like, everything else, and that's the thing. Like, FTR is good. Like, they're golden. They're gonna get those tag team titles again eventually. Right now, there's so many teams. They got 16 fucking teams.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane. Like, they have enough fucking teams for a G1. Like, it's nuts.
FTR, honestly, like, they're on TV, like, I think
all the time, consistently.
Like,
pretty consistently. Yeah. There's at least every other week, I feel like you see them on TV, if not every week. Three times out of the month at the most you'll see them too. So they're always constantly on television.
I mean, people bury it, but if they're not at least on Rampage or Dynamite, they'll at least throw them on Dark Elevation. They'll at least be somewhere. Like,
and by the way, I mean, fucking without fucking FTR having the banger match he did with Anthony Green and whoever the fuck he teamed up with, Anthony Green doesn't get the match he got with MJF, where he was also in the ring with Punk.
Yeah.
So they're always going to be good in my book just for that. Like, they got my boy Anthony Green in the ring with Punk because they impressed Tony Khan that much, because FTR are fucking great.
Wait, it was Bobby Fish, not
I'm sorry, that's right, Bobby Fish. You're right. It was early in Punk's run. I apologize.
Anyhow, let's get back to the SmackDown topic.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know how we got there, but yeah.
But yeah, they set up Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura for the Intercontinental Championship on February 18th. That'll be really good.
That'll be really great, but fuck.
It's not going to be as good as like the match in obviously NXT TakeOver Dallas.
Yeah,
mainly because
not enough fan interest.
Yeah, mainly, and also because Sami Zayn's had 2 shoulder surgeries since then, so that's probably why too. So they're not going to go crazy.
Yeah, no shit.
What else happened on SmackDown that was interesting? The New Day and Los Lotharios had a killer tag match. That was really good. Definitely check that out. But we have to rant about it. They made the same mistake with Big E as they did. He's just back in the tag division now. He lost the belt.
Boy, oh yes he is, and boy, how the mighty have fallen. By the way, what did I say months ago that this was a publicity stunt to give Big E the belt? And
actually,
there he is.
I didn't even know you said that because I don't think we talked about it. So
I talked about it on other shows, I think. Yeah, there he is. Told you.
And I forgot to mention it, but they set up Lita versus Becky, which I'm excited to see that. I don't think it makes sense, but I'm so excited to see it.
Dude, it's invert the people.
I know.
London Charlotte's Champion title match.
It's really weird, but
who cares? I guess it's what? Because Lita wanted the Raw Women's title. Oh my god! Yeah. Because I introduced that variation of the women's title. They're both the same belt. One has a blue mark. Jesus Christ.
So that's everything on the main roster side of things. Let's talk about what's going on in NXT real quick. On NXT, the USA version.
You go ahead. I'm gonna turn my back for this.
Let's see. They set up Cameron Grimes and Carmelo Hayes. That was entertaining. Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Imperium had a killer match with the Diamond Mine. I do like the Diamond Mine, but it's just really weird to see Roderick Strong team up with anybody that's not the UE. It's just really weird. And obviously the fans are going to keep chanting it. They're going to keep chanting Walter. I'm assuming you heard about that, James. What Walter's new name is now. But they had a killer match.
Gunther Stark. Or, I'm sorry, it's Gunther. Morons.
Pete Dunne and Tommaso Ciampa are back, even though there's nothing left for them to do in NXT anymore for some reason. That's it. I can't really think of any. NXT UK has been pretty damn awesome. It's like the last thing that Triple H, I guess, can run. I think that's going to be gone soon anyways, but whatever. Ilya Dragunov and Jordan Devlin had a killer match for the UK title. It was an empty arena match because they wanted to make it an empty arena match. I was personally, I love the match, and not that I hate empty arena matches, I just don't want to see those for like 10 years. I've seen enough empty arena matches. We don't need to... NWA and NXT UK keeps doing empty arena matches. We don't need to see those anymore. Stop doing those. And then they did the finals for the tag title tournament. The number 1 contenders were Ashton Smith and Oliver Calder defeated Dave Mastiff and Jack Styles. For some reason, they were tag team now. But again, I haven't watched NXT UK in really like a year, so they're just a team now. They just feel like a thrown together tag team. So I'm not a fan of that tag team. But I'm looking forward to seeing Mustache Mountain versus Oliver Calder and Ashton Smith. I think that'll be a hell of a match. Ginny beat Amale. I don't care about Ginny, so I still don't care about Ginny. It's been 2 years. So can we just get Ginny off my TV forever? What else? What else am I into on NXT UK? There was some... UK NXT... hold on. No, I gotta...
You're putting me to sleep over here. Fuck.
Am I really that bored, or is it
just not my NXT. Not my NXT. Fuck that.
I miss the black and gold NXT, man. Like,
no shit, huh? And by the way, I mean, NXT UK, I mean, for all the improvement it had, that's also fallen off a cliff. And if you can't tell, I don't know what you're fucking watching.
It's falling off. They have no star power at all. I think the biggest stars of the show are Dragunov, Devlin, and Mustache Mountain, and that's not really. I mean, I don't hate them, but they're not the biggest stars that Walter and Pete Dunne were. So.
And even then, like, you had no follow-up to make them big stars. Like, dude, there was so much star power in main NXT Black and Gold, bro. Like, tons.
Yeah.
Tons. Like, even during the USA days in the beginning, they had star power. Fucking Finn Balor came back as well. Like, it was stacked.
If you notice, by the way, like, Walter and the NXT UK Championship has not changed hands in the UK. That shows you something right there. Mm-hmm. Like, they've only changed it in the US.
Well, in fairness, they didn't really have much of a choice because of, fucking pandemic and that.
I know. I think the pandemic's back in the UK somehow because this week's episode had no crowd in it. It was just it was like the Impact. You remember how Impact was like right before they brought a crowd back? It was like that.
Yep. I disagree with them doing that, by the way, because it's never going to go away. Let's stop pretending like it's going to by keeping people isolated. That's only going to make it worse, actually, probably. Yeah, and also, if people are vaccinated, even if they do get it, most they'll get is a little sick. So
we know that from experience. We know that from experience. We know somebody.
Hi, Nikos. How the fuck did none of us get COVID?
I don't know.
Holy shit. But yeah, no. I'm with Canada, by the way. I'm with Canada 100%. Don't fucking restrict people's freedoms no more. Enough's enough. We've done it long enough. We sacrificed long enough. It didn't work, and we got the vaccines. We should be good now. And by the way, for those people that aren't getting the vaccine and thinking it's a bunch of hogwash, let them. Not my problem. None of us should be fucking suffering in the fucking houses anymore because of a few people that won't get the vaccine. And quite frankly, I don't give a shit if they don't get the vaccine or not. Let people live. Let people live.
Yeah. Anyhow, one final thing NXT UK related. This was actually kind of a negative. But it was out of their control. Blair Davenport and Miko Satomura had a Japanese street fight for the NXT UK Championship.
Miko Satomura win?
She did, but unfortunately, referee stoppage. Blair Davenport legitimately got injured. She did like a high knee off the top turn, off the second turnbuckle.
Finish? That's how bad the injury was? Wow.
You could tell. I'm assuming you heard about this injury.
I heard about it. I just didn't know the details until you told them to me. Fuck.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. So Blair Davenport's gonna be gone for a while.
Blair Davenport. By the way, that name's awful. Priestley was so much better.
I mean, that kind of sucks. That's like one that AEW lost due to the pandemic. Because if the pandemic hadn't happened, she'd probably still be there right now. So
no, for real.
Or
at the very least, in Stardom, tearing it up.
Absolutely, but she's stuck in.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Fucking let people live. Enough's enough.
I know.
I've had enough of it.
Talk about some AEW stuff.
Yay!
AEW's been killer lately.
Oh, fuck, dude. 2 of the best television shows I've seen in weeks.
I want to talk. What did you like better, the ladder match or the Lights Out match? I love both, but I think
Lights Out match was fun. Kind of a crappy ending, though. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
That was kind of bad. But Cole will recover because he's Adam Cole. And people that are fucking... By the way, stop comparing his fucking physique to other fucking people in the industry, please, you stupid fucking idiots.
Yeah, I don't get it, yeah.
His physique is nothing different. It has not gotten smaller. For those who are saying that, you have been clearly fooled by the spray tan that he had in WWE. He was the same fucking guy that he was in PWG. He was the same fucking guy that he was in Ring of Honor. And he's the same motherfucker that showed up on NXT. He's always been the same fucking skinny ass size. Wasn't a fucking problem before. I don't know why it is now. Shut the fuck up. And enjoy the fucking world title program we're probably going to get between Cole and Page. Shut up.
Yeah. But I did like the Lights Out match. I didn't hate the fact that Orange Cassidy won because obviously that's where the story needed to go, and it's not going to count to his record. They actually explained it doesn't count in his record, so it's fine. So
that's fair.
We got Dan Housen. We got Dan Housen debuting.
Yes, very nice, very even. Yes. Billy Ass. Have you heard of the new team that is sweeping the nation? Billy Ass and the Ass Boys.
Speaking of which, did you do you ever watch the pre-shows on that they put on YouTube? He was on the pre-show.
I need to see the pre-show. I wish I could.
He was on the pre-show this week, just taking the piss out of everything. It was awesome.
Dude, I love him. I love him. He's so good.
Does he wrestle or does he just show up?
Oh yeah, he wrestles. He wrestles. He's a pretty decent wrestler, but
I don't think
he's the Santino of the show for sure. Like he's comedy gold. It looks like he's AEW's answer to R-Truth. And by the way, what a fucking signing that they got because holy shit has it already paid off.
Yeah.
He's fucking blew up on Pro Wrestling Tees. Blew.
It looks like he's joining Best Friends too. So
yeah, he joined Best Friends. He's joined Chaos.
Yeah, because
not officially, but he's there. He's affiliated with Chaos. Holy shit.
But we don't even know if he's with Best Friends though. He could have just been there himself. Like that's the thing. Like
dude. Hey, listen. Danhausen's gonna Danhausen, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. That's the attraction of Danhausen. You don't know what he's going to do. One week he'll be with MJF. Next week he'll be with Adam Cole. Next week he'll be with Orange Cassidy. It's fine.
Let's talk about that ladder match, though. That ladder match was fire. That was an awesome
holy shit.
Match.
What a fucking match. Might be match of the last 2 weeks, honestly. MJF and Punk coming close as well. Because that match fucking ruled, too. Man, I mean... You want to talk about a fucking... now, I will say that I can understand why people don't like the fucking over amount of ladder spots. I think they probably should have pulled them out of the ring. That's about the only complaint I have, but fuck, this ruled.
I love the ladder match. And you know what I did, too? I like that Sami won because, one, he never should have lost the belt probably to begin with. But two, I also loved it because it built interest. Because now we don't know where Cody Rhodes is going to go. Is he going to go back to WWE? Is he going? I mean, I think he's resigning, but now it built.
Trust me, here's how he's resigning.
But
he's resigning, getting a world title shot. He's turning heel. Yeah, and I can't fucking wait.
But I think this is gonna. I think this is gonna be awesome because now he's working it too. He's working everyone's thinking he's not going to resign. So that's what I like the best about it. What else have I loved?
By the way, CM Punk... here's an interesting thing. There has been a report now that has confirmed he is still under contract as an EVP. So therefore, he still works for AEW, just not as a contracted talent right now. And I think that's the build for the thing. So yeah, we'll wait and see.
We'll talk about that more, yeah. And then I love CM Drunk. I love CM Punk versus MJF. That was awesome this week. I did not expect that match to go as long as it. I didn't expect the match to go as long as it did too, because MJF won the first time and then he got caught using the tape to choke out Punk, and then they kept it going. Like, it was awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome too. Yeah, I love it. Love it.
And I love the fact. I mean, they probably should they have waited till Full Gear, maybe, but I feel like they've built the match long enough. This was the perfect place to do the match in Chicago, and the perfect place for CM Punk to lose was in Chicago to probably the biggest heel in the company. So this was perfect.
Unsung moment, by the way, now that we just talked about the two best things on AEW. Unsung moment, man, is Dan Lambert fucking roasting Lance and then joining Lance, and then Lance joining Lambert and along with Jake. Dude,
yeah,
the hilarity of the fucking... I will never forget. I've been trying to look for you on the side of milk cartons for 5 months.
It was awesome, yeah.
That was so great. I love that line.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the Texas Death Match between him and Craig.
I'm ready. That promo that fucking Hangman had, he's fired up. He's ready to go. Yeah. Let's go.
So I'm going to ask you this question, because I've been seeing this as a criticism. I personally don't get the criticism. A lot of people I'm the biggest fan of Page's run with the belt for some strange reason. Like, I like his run with the belt. It's not like catching the world on fire or anything.
Fucking people just... There's always people that are gonna complain. I've tuned it out at this fucking point, and that's coming from me. Like, and I don't always complain. Like, but to me, like, shut the fuck up, man. Like,
yeah,
right place, right time. Tony Khan never has short-term champions. He's never going to be fucking forced in a position where he doesn't have a short-term champions. MJF title run has not been bad by any fucking means. If you can get 2 fucking instant classics with Brian, if you could get, I'm sorry, yeah, Hangman. If you could get 2 fucking classics with Brian fucking Danielson, okay,
yeah.
If you could get 2 classics with him, and a classic with Omega prior to that, then you can that's far from an unsuccessful title run right now.
I know.
Far from it. And by the way, we're not even at the antithesis of the best part of his run yet. We haven't even gotten to the fucking matches with Cole, with him and Cole, which is going to happen at Revolution. We haven't had the best match. We haven't had one of the better matches between Paige and Mox, which is now what I think they're going to be building to. And we haven't even gotten to fucking Paige and MJF, which is the natural end to his title run, which is definitely happening at All Out. It's happening at All Out big time. It's either, and that's another thing, is like, the card that we are building, I'm not saying we, but like that they are building towards Revolution, fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like we're gonna get the rematch between Punk and MJF. We're gonna get the fucking match between Cole and Paige. We're gonna get another fucking matchup between, I'm sure, Moxley and Danielson, or Danielson and Moxley versus fucking
Jurassic Express for the tag titles.
Cool. You know, like, there's some ways to go about this. I'm liking where we're going here. Let's enjoy the ride. I like that I can watch it and not be bored, and I don't get why people complain. And Hibiki TMD and I talked about it once. I don't give a shit. Like, the fact that you just have to tune out social media and enjoy wrestling. Like, that's really what you have to do. Because, like, for me, like, I've had the funnest time I've had in watching wrestling in years. Even with the Rumble. I mean, I know what I know now, and in some cases it's good that I know what I know now. And I don't trust, and I can't watch that shit every week, but I can at least enjoy the Rumble and not fucking be bored. I can enjoy probably Mania this year, finally, not get bored, you know? Mainly because I'm also on, with Jeff. Otherwise, why the fuck would I be doing it, you know?
For sure.
And yeah, fucking, dude, AEW, I can watch weekly, I'm enjoying it. I can keep up with all the other indie stuff, fucking MLW's producing great shit, Impact's producing great shit too, like,
New Japan,
oh, can't wait to get to that, and we still have our fucking blunders, like, GCW that we can fucking make fun of and poke fun of, which we'll get to.
Ooh. Alright, so continuing with AEW though, yeah, I've been looking forward to Paige versus Lanto too. Yeah, so Moxley and Danielson might become a tag team. I really enjoy this. I did not expect this when Bryan Danielson came out, how he proposed that they become a tag team together and everything. That's gonna be entertaining as hell. I've enjoyed seeing Jon Moxley back.
Yep.
I am disappointed. I understand it why we didn't get the Kendrick match, because obviously Kendrick said some things. So, but
by the way, I'm not too sure about that either. It sounded like he was super. Because there was an interview he also gave in, I think, 2015 before he came back to the E, where he said, like, I was so fucking high all the time, like, I was so dumb. Like, at that point, that wasn't me. And yeah. I think when he says the tweet he said, I think that's true. But, cancel culture gonna cancel culture, I guess.
I know.
Fuck them all. And by the way, I love. That's another thing I want to point out, actually, and not that I'm defending what he said because it was fucked, and he's not even defending it either. It's fucked up. Never should have said it. But answer me this, okay? How convenient that we heard nothing of this. Even hardcorest of hardcore fans didn't even hear about any of this shit from 2011. Mind you, this is when the podcast aired, when he said all that awful shit. In 2011, we didn't hear anything about it in 2013. We didn't hear anything about it in 2015. We didn't hear anything about it in... Oh, I'm sorry, it was 2013 he said it. But we didn't hear anything in 2013. We didn't hear anything in 2015. We didn't hear anything in 2016. We didn't hear anything in 2019 when he became a full-on trainer. But when he leaves the E, he leaves WWE, and wants to try his hand at AEW, who was probably referred to by Bryan fucking Danielson, then we hear about this awful shit he said.
Yeah.
From years of fucking go. From 8 years ago. Hey, you fucking rats who can't stand that AEW likes to give chances to people and to fucking... that AEW even exists at all. Fuck you. I see you. I see you.
Because the time we should have probably heard about this was when he was going to be...
2015 when he joined the Cruiserweight Classic! How many racers were involved in that fucking tournament? You know?
For sure.
Fuck! Fucking Mongoloids. Where was this same energy back then? Oh, wait. It did exist. No balls. No balls. Piss up a rope, every single one of you. Fuck me. Like...
Up a rope? That's not even possible.
A rat can make anything possible. Fuck me, dude. Like, they... Again, I understand... I'm not saying what Tony Khan did was wrong. He should have fucking got rid of him. That was the right call. Not defending what Kendrick said. But it was also years ago. And the fact that we can't even put that context at all. It's fucked. It's fucked.
These same people put behind the fact that Stone Cold possibly beat his wife. Like, what the hell's this?
Yeah, exactly! Exactly. I guarantee, you know what, now? I'm convinced the minute Stone Cold shows up, and he will show up at some point in AEW, or try to, this shit's gonna resurface again, because WWE fanboys are pissed off that he betrayed them, and they're gonna fucking report that he beat Deborah.
Yep.
And resurface that whole thing all over again, and then force Tony Khan's hand again. Or try to. And by the way, I hope he fucking pushes against it. In that instance. Because Stone Cold has long since made up for that. And,
absolutely.
You know, I'm not saying he was a fucking great person then. I'm not defending what he did. And he definitely probably should have been outed when he did it. But, you know... He kind of got karma, if you really think about it. He had to retire early. And wasn't really in the fold for a long fucking time until, like, what, 2010? Other than the odd appearance here and there?
Yeah, for the most part.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, you know, he became a better person. So, like, fuck. You know, like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, they're gonna do this. They're gonna do this with Austin now. And I've been recommending that Austin should be joining AEW just for the match with Punk. Because that's a money match. That's a money match that's gonna sell out a stadium. And if AEW can get that fucking match on the marquee, like, you're set. You're golden. Like that's the best. The only other match that could go, the only the match that could complement that is if you got Okada versus Omega. The final encounter to take place in that same card. Then you got a double main event right there. I mean, that would be the fucking best card just from those two matches alone.
The bigger match.
Holy shit.
I mean, in my opinion, the bigger match is Punk and Austin, though.
Yeah. By far. But, like, as far as, like, if you want the two most perfect fucking styles, completely different styles, Okada, Omega, Austin, Punk.
Yeah.
On the same card. that instantly sells out an arena. That instantly sells out a fucking stadium. Never mind an arena. Those two things.
Yeah.
Fuck. You know, old school fans and new school fans coming together, watching the show. Couldn't ask for anything better there.
Especially if Austin's having a match in the win.
Yeah.
I
stand by it. I stand by we're gonna get that, but now I'm concerned that fucking shit that happened years ago is gonna get in the way, because if it did for Kendrick, who the fuck says it won't happen for Austin?
Yeah.
For real. And by the way, a lot of people are also going to say you condemned Ric Flair. Well, yeah, but Ric Flair got away with it for fucking years and didn't learn from his fucking mistake.
Yeah.
There's a fucking difference. Kendrick did. Kendrick majorly did, and he still paid for it anyway. Because it wasn't as public as it probably, and rightfully probably should have been. But I blame the fucking fanboys that didn't want to fucking find anything wrong with the WWE. Anything. Because there's one, and by the way, I'm not saying it's all WWE fans, but if there's one thing you can't get away with when it comes to AEW fans, especially with the fucking audience they got, you can't have that shit online and then expect to get fucking not shit on for it.
Absolutely.
You know, that's just how it is. Anyway, continue.
But continue with the AEW talk. The tag title division's been amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm loving Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus as tag champs. They've had some great matches with Private Podium.
I have a minor complaint, actually. The segment with Billy Ass and the Ass Boys, where Jungle Boy gets thrown onto the snow.
Yeah, that was kind of bad.
I liked it. I like that part of it. That's not even the issue I have a problem with, because fuck, dude, you're taking a tumble through fucking freezing snow. Holy shit. Like, that hurts. That shit frostbite levels, okay? That's brutal. That's cruel. The issue I had was that Luchasaurus comes out in his fucking wrestling attire with no fucking jacket.
Yeah.
He comes out with nothing on his fucking torso. And he's got the whole dinosaur get up. And I get it. He's a dinosaur, but answer me this. I actually looked it up. Dinosaurs would not be able to withstand those temperatures.
Yeah.
They like, with no shirt. This dude, at the very least, to keep in the canon of dinosaur fucking logic, should have at least worn a giant Chicago fur coat. Probably, if you're gonna fucking have him try to save Jungle Boy, at least go by that. That's like my only complaint. It was so jarring, bro. It like, for me, little details like that are key, because that would be the first thing I think of. Like, okay, how do we do this, you know? Like, let's put a fucking fur coat over him because he's supposed to be a dinosaur. Dinosaurs would not be able to survive in this temperature, and we have clothes to help with that now. So give the dinosaur the fur coat, you know? Like, my only complaint about that. Otherwise, yeah, I agree. I like it. I like what they're doing.
I've been looking forward to seeing Gun Club versus Jurassic Express for the tag belt. That's going to be really good.
That's really good. Yeah, I agree.
Other things I like, the women's event is so good now. I can't believe this is the same women's event.
Holy shit, by the way, it's only going to get better. Because keep in mind who's in the free agent pool right now. Athena is in the free agent pool. Toni Storm in the free agent pool. Mia Yim in the free agent pool. And probably a whole host of others to come. Scarlett Bordeaux in the free agent pool. Like, there's some notable fucking names here.
Yeah.
They're notable names, dude. Shit.
But yeah, I love Everything Matters, Jade's TBS title one's decent right now.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
They're putting her into positions where she's going to succeed. Her matches haven't been too long. I love what they're doing with Julia Hart right now. I think she's joining the House of Black. Big time. Yeah. I love what they're doing with Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez. I actually liked the match on Rampage, and at first I was wondering why she got DQ, but it made sense. She was just paid to hurt Thunder Rosa. That's all. That's it.
I liked the idea that it gives you like a thought that, wait, is the TBS champion now owned by the AEW Women's World Champion? Is that what I just heard? Like, that's another thing. Keep in mind that if she got Mercedes signed, then who the fuck is to say that won't that the same didn't happen for Jane Cargill? Because he talked to Mark Sterling, right? And she signed on the dotted line on that contract, correct?
Correct.
So does that mean she also has Jane Cargill with them too?
That could mean that, yeah.
Is this his fucking female version of the Elite here that we're looking at?
Yeah.
Is this a female Paragon?
That'd be cool.
Just fucking. By the way, you remember how Big Swole criticized AEW with the diversity issue? Who are the fucking people in that faction if that faction becomes a reality?
I know that they should just make that
British
faction.
woman, white woman, black woman, and a Latina woman.
They should just make that faction in spite of Big Swole, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, probably. And two of them are world champions, the white one and the black one.
Yeah.
Yeah, eat shit, Big Swole.
Big Swole too. Can you imagine too if you have the black woman and the white woman align with each other? How much Big Swole would hate that? Like she's gonna be like,
yeah, oh my god. It should have been me. No, you had a fucking shitty angle with Britt Baker. This I'm actually interested in.
Yeah. I even love the stuff with Nyla Rose and Ruby Soho. They had a banner match this week on Dynamite, so that was awesome.
Yeah.
I love the FTW Championship match between Ricky Stosh and Jay Lethal. That ruled. I loved it. It was just really great. I wish Jay Lethal won the belt, though. I think that would have been awesome. I think he should have won the belt.
Honestly, right. They need to do something with this FTW title. Answer me this.
Yeah.
Because FTW title is just... It's hosted in regular one-on-ones.
I know. They said this was supposed to be a street fight, too. I'm pretty sure they said this was going to be...
Yeah, it is, exactly. So, can you answer me why this is the way it is? Like, because I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And here's one of the reasons I don't fucking get it right now, right? I like the match. The match was cool. Ricky Starks brought it. Jay Lethal brought it. Two of the classiest wrestlers right now, right? Can't complain. Actually, probably third best match of the week in AEW. If for all things considered, to be honest. But answer me this. Why in the fuck is the FTW title not treated like a rogue title? Shouldn't this be defended all over the Forbidden Door right now? If we're really going to treat this Forbidden Door concept legitimate?
I know. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
This should be the title that represents that concept. This title should be in fucking GCW, where it would probably make the most sense to be right now. This shit should be in Impact. This shit should be in NWA. This shit should be in MLW. This shit should be in AAA. This shit should be in New Japan. Like, just defended all over the fucking place, right? Where are we here? Because if that is not the end goal, what are we doing with the FTW Championship?
Yeah,
other than just spinning our wheels at this point. Because if FTW title is not being defended around the world in multiple different promotions, then the FTW title should be a part of the AEW brand and not a rogue title anymore. And it should be your version of the Hardcore Championship. If we're not doing either one of these two things, why are we having this belt anymore?
Yeah.
Like, but I only complain about it. Honestly.
Like they've been spending
more defenses, and you gotta do it like one or the other way. Either make it a rogue title for real and make it defended all over the world of various different promotions, or make it your own version of the Hardcore title on the AEW brand. Either one of those things I'll be fine with, but you cannot just defend it whenever the fuck Taz feels like he can defend it. It's fucking stupid. Yeah. I'm sorry, and I like Taz, but this shit... It's a no for me, dog.
Especially, I mean, they're basically saying that the FTW title should basically be what the Impact Digital Media title is for Impact, pretty much.
Yes, but to a lesser extent. or actually to a more extreme extent.
Yeah.
And a bigger picture kind of deal, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I could see. Yeah. Except I wouldn't even put the women involved in that either.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, I'm just saying strictly for the men, like have a hardcore division for the men. Because I ain't trying to fucking 24/7 it either. You know what I mean?
No.
Anyway.
Other things I love, the stuff they're doing with AHFO and trying to recruit Darby Allin is really awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I like we're getting a fucking Darby versus Sami matchup again. A rematch. Yeah. A rematch from 2020 Revolution.
I think they should have done it this week because.
No, man. Week. Put that shit on the pay-per-view. I'm fine with the rematch for the belts. I like it.
I even love. I think too the biggest thing we're gonna get Andrade. El Idolo is gonna screw Matt Hardy out of the HFO. I think
big time. Yeah.
Now, do you think they're gonna do? Do you think he's getting thrown out by himself, or do you think Private Party is gonna get thrown out too?
A Private Party is gonna get thrown the fuck out.
That'd be good.
I think what's gonna happen is that Andrade is gonna take over the HFO, and then it's gonna be the AFO, or it's gonna be the Andrade Adventure Andrade Incorporated, and it's just gonna take over the company and kick Matt Hardy to the curb. That's what I think is about to happen. And you know what I think? I think Private Party's gonna join up with that. I think this is the perfect faction for Andrade right now. This would be the perfect faction. Private Party, Andrade, they'd be party animals. And you have your serious heavy hitters in the Butcher and the Blade. This is the perfect group for Andrade.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, big time. And by the way, shout out to Jose. Jose is fucking dope.
Yeah.
I actually want to see him take a few more bumps like he did before.
Yeah, me too.
Hit a few more kicks. That dude's got something special about him as a manager.
And I even love the feud between Pac and Malachi Black. I love how this week
I love the
came
Kings
out.
of the Black Throne gimmick as a whole. Like, fucking great. I love where we're going with it.
I even love how this week he duped him into thinking he was blind.
That was
having
sweet.
it coming out with
What a fucking sequence this was, bro.
Yeah, it was great.
What are you, blind?
It's great.
Oh, it's so good.
I think that's everything AEW related, right? Nothing else to
not that I can really think of. I think we covered it all with the AEW stuff.
No, we missed the biggest thing. The Inner Circle's possibly breaking up.
Oh man, how do we forget about this? This is actually one of the low key unsung fucking. Oh, by the way, I legitimately don't worry, I have pants on. But no, for real, like best one of the most unsung segments right now going in AEW is Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho, and the whole involvement with Proud and Powerful, and what I can't wait for what happens with Sami and the Inner Circle and everybody else. Like, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be really, really interesting. And by the way, Jericho's in fucking shape again. Holy shit. He did it again! This dude's in fucking phenomenal shape for his age. He's getting a fucking six-pack going. He's fucking slimmed out. He can't be called Fat Jericho anymore. I don't know what the fuck you want to call him, but he looks great right now.
I bet you too. You put another 6 weeks on him too, and then you were like, "Wait, what? You did this to me again, Jericho?"
Jericho has a way about that, man. One week he questioned it, and then the next week, the next 6 weeks, he's like, "Okay, now I see why."
And then I think every 1 week he's bad. Like 6 weeks he becomes awesome.
Yeah. Except for on commentary, get him off Rampage commentary, please.
Yeah. So the question.
Get Samoa Joe in his place.
I don't know. I want to see Joe wrestle though.
I do too, but he's all. But if he can't wrestle right away, put him on commentary, please. Anything but Jericho.
Please. Oh, he was bad I think he was worse this week too because we didn't have Ricky.
He was worse the last 2 weeks.
No, but I'm saying this week he was worse. He was the worst. Because we didn't have Ricky this week, so he had to talk more.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he just non-stop just fucking tried to put his shit over, and Taz was just like, yep. Why am I here? Fucking Excalibur, too, was trying to fucking get some decorum. Fuck. Dude, Jericho is so off. Like, he throws everybody off. Get
I
him
feel bad
off the booth. Why is he even on the booth?
I feel bad for Mark Henry because that was the whole reason they signed him, too, and he basically took his job. Like,
the best time Rampage has had the best commentary team was the first dance. And that's because JR was there. And he was there for the Punk moment.
There was no Jericho that week, right? Because that's when he lost to MJF,
because that's when he lost to MJF the week prior, yes.
I think that's everything AEW. Like, let's move on to Impact now. Impact's producing some amazing stuff right now. Like,
yeah, big time, big time.
Love me some Impact. I think the biggest storyline on Impact right now is this ROH invading faction, which is
that's
awesome.
I like it. One of the things I don't like about it is still very overly scripted.
Yeah.
And if you really want to be a part of the Forbidden Door again and you want to work with AEW, you need to cut that shit out immediately. Because that's what fucked you. That's what fucked you with this fucking partnership. If you want to partner up with them again, you need to change that philosophy. And quick.
What I also don't like about it is kayfabe, it's what took D'Lo off commentary, too. Like, that sucks that he's off commentary now. Like...
Yeah, true.
You know who's been great in the thing is... Freaking Scott D'Amore's been awesome in the storyline.
Oh, I love Scott D'Amore. Scott D'Amore is such a underrated manager guy. Like, he really is. He's the most unscripted guy on the whole show, with the exception of the fucking ROH guys.
Yeah.
For real.
He cut, last week, he cut, the Bane promo on him, talking about how they're ruining ROH and Impact.
Yeah, true. Oh, Steve McLaughlin and fucking Jonathan Gresham, by the way. Holy fucking, what an unsung match that was.
Which match? This one or the last?
The one they had the last week. I haven't seen the one from this week yet. Or, I don't even... No, that hasn't happened yet, right? This week?
That already happened this week.
Alright, so we had 2 matches. I didn't see the second one. But I'm talking about that first one was fucking awesome. Dude, yeah. Steve McLaughlin, that's his name, right? Or did I fuck it up? Steve Macklin. Bro, how do you fuck up a guy like this in WWE? I remember when we saw this dude have shitty matches in black and gold NXT and with nothing to write home about. He has had the best run I've ever seen him have, and he looks like a world beater of a fucking wrestler. This dude looks like a mat technician when he's in there.
Yeah.
He's brutal with his offense. This shit rules. How the fuck did we not get this version of... What was his name? Steve Cutler? In NXT? Where the fuck was this version of it?
He's honestly had, he had a beta match with not only him, but I don't know if you saw Hard to Kill, but he had a beta match with Trey Miguel, too.
Yeah, dude.
He's...
I remember seeing the fucking X Division match he was a part of, and he was great then, too, at Hard to Kill. I commented that with Noah and Jeff. That shit ruled. Yeah. He's fucking great. He's killing it right now. Dude, Steve Macklin and Josh Alexander, we need to get as a team and or a feud, please.
I think if they keep going with the way they're going with Macklin, he's the guy that takes up the belt.
World title from Josh Alexander?
Yeah, he's the guy that takes the belt from him.
Yeah, that's a match. That's a banger. That's a banger waiting to happen. God willing, too, we are due for one of these normal fucking world title matches, because Jesus Christ. I sometimes when I watch Impact, I think I'm watching WYW.
I know. But yeah, I also loved in the ROH storyline, I don't know if you remember this, when frickin' Scott D'Amore put him in the frickin' lock, the lock where we put the ROH guys in. It was awesome. It was
so good.
And you know who's in it now?
Honor
Kenny
No
Kinn's
More is their team name, right? Honor No
More?
Yeah.
Have you heard the theme yet? The theme's really good.
Yeah. Love their theme.
You know who's in it now, too? Kenny Kinn's in it now.
Yeah, I'm not shocked by that. I'm not shocked by that at all. Of course Kenny King will be in it. Kenny King actually shot left Ring of Honor for real.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about it is they're not mentioning the fact that he was there before, though. It's kind of like he was never there. They should be mentioning that, that he was in Impact before. But
nitpick though. Nitpick.
Yeah, it's a nitpick. I also don't love the fact that Josh Alexander's kind of in this. I know it kind of makes sense because he's in Impact, but I feel like that should be separate because it's gonna kind of kill his momentum. If he's in it.
Yeah, no, I can see where you're coming from on that. Yeah.
He did have a match with Vince, and that was a banner that he won. this week, so that was awesome.
Yeah, for real.
I like the world title feud they're going with Moose and W Morrissey. That's been
that
pretty
looks
good
like
stuff.
it's about to be a big house fight waiting to happen, man. And W Morrissey, bro, who the fuck thought he would get over the way he's getting
Yeah,
over?
I think he's turning face. It looks like he's turning
Oh yeah,
face.
big time. Yeah.
The only thing that kind of sucks about that program is it's kind of taking a backseat because of this Honor No More thing. So it's kind of like in the mid card right now, sort of. But
Yeah,
it is.
I mean, it is what it is right now.
I guess. Oh yeah, the biggest thing that happened on Impact, Matt Cardona finally turned heel on Impact.
Fucking finally.
And
he joined up with Brian Myers, I hope.
No, what happened was he fought Jordan Grace for the Digital Media Championship, and they were doing the whole thing where he felt bad about like hurting her because of man and woman violence thing, and then when the referee he grabbed the Digital Media title like he was going to use it, and then the referee took it from him, and behind the ref's back he hit Jordan Grace with the chair and won the title that way. So he's a heel now, and he's the digital.
Yeah, that's
That's
definitely GCW Cardona right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally. Finally they went and pulled the trigger on that.
And it looks like, too, Chelsea Green's going to turn heel with them because they're building a
As they fucking should.
They're building, they're doing a thing with Mickie James where she's, like, acting like she's best friends with her. And I think after Mickie, I think she's turning on Mickie and she's going to beat the Knockouts champion. So.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
They're going to build to that, though. I think what's going to happen, I think she's going to confront him about it, and then eventually,
I love the idea of the Digital Media Championship, by the way.
Yeah,
the idea that that's the only title that you could have intergender matches legitimately on.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
They've been doing, I don't know if you heard, too, they've been doing, like, exclusive matches, like, on YouTube, like, the day before. Like,
yeah. I've seen that. Yep, they're literally treating it as advertised. I love it.
Yeah.
And perfect candidate is the Internet Champion.
Yeah.
Digital Media Champion should have always been Matt Cardona.
Yeah, I don't know why he wasn't
champion right now. And by the way, that ain't gonna be. I hope he wins the NWA World Title too. By the way,
we'll talk about.
Let's jump over to that real quick.
Well, there's more Impact stuff we got to talk about real quick.
Well, considering we're on Cardona, we'll put a pin on the Impact. Go to this main event program they're building with him and Murdoch. Get the belt on Cardona, for fuck's sake! Get the belt on him, please. Listen,
you know the funny.
I said it on ATW View. Trevor Murdoch winning the championship as the size he is now and the ring shape he is now is like if myself, not WYW James Archangel, if James Hebert, fat ass James Hebert, were to win the fucking NWA World Title and a good look, Get that belt on Cardona, Chief. If you're a fucking real one, Billy Corgan, which sometimes I fucking question. You fucking do this because it's the best thing for business. By the way, Matt Cardona is known by casual fans because they'll immediately recognize he's Zack Ryder, and many people have. Many people love it. And hardcore fans love what he's doing in GCW right now, so capitalize on it, you fucking dope.
Especially, too, he'd probably show up on Impact with the belt, too.
Yeah, and who the fuck is he teamed with that makes no sense on NWA?
Mike Knox.
Yeah, please, no.
Yeah.
No. He doesn't need to be friends with fucking Nux.
No. The thing I love the most about Matt Cardona's heel one in NWA is he's actually saying things that I think a lot of people complain about, that there's no theme music, that it's just it's an old fed. I love his heel gimmick in NWA.
I love it, dude. I love it. Dude, he knows how to get heat. Dude, he's so good. In every company, he knows how to just get the maximum amount of booze as possible and just get the crowd to want to kill him. It's so good.
We could say what we want, but at least in this moment, Trevor Murdoch is probably the perfect person for him to take the belt off.
Oh, yeah, honestly, you aren't wrong. I just feel like it would have been more of a... I feel like if they weren't going to do the whole Aldous Cody thing, this may have been the best thing to do. I really think they should have kept the belt on Aldous a little longer. I would have loved to see Cardona versus Aldous. That would have been a money program. I would have loved that.
Or they could have done this. If they had to get the belt off Aldous, I think Tim Storm would have been a perfect person for.
Oh, Tim
Cardona
Storm
to feud
too.
with.
Yeah. Tim Storm and Cardona would have been a.
But why is that guy? Why is that guy not wrestling right now? That's
this dude. This dude is still in shape too. It's a fucking shame. He had at least 1 more or 2 more good years left in him.
I know.
He's so good. He's so talented. He's so underrated.
But yeah, we're gonna go back.
NWA. And he was a great babyface. Fucking great babyface.
He might be like one of the best baby faces I've seen.
In wrestling, period. Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Because he's just a regular dude. Like, he's a fucking principal at high school. The most beloved principal in the high school he's in. He's a regular dude who wanted to be a wrestler, and he loves his mama. Somebody calls his mama.
This is how great he was. He was probably, when we started covering NWA when it went on YouTube originally.
Yes.
Him and Cody were probably rivaling the best baby faces probably in wrestling.
That's how good Tim was. Yeah, that's truth. And I'd argue, and this is me being a Cody fan, Tim Storm was far and away better.
Yeah.
Because he knew how to wrestle like a face. Cody has never been able to master that because there were times he wrestled like a heel even when he was a babyface.
Yep.
That was the only issue, which also has played into this heel gimmick that he's about to go on that is currently in the tweener stage right now, which I love. I love how they're doing a slow burn of this.
I know.
But yeah. No, Tim Storm by far was the best babyface, period.
But let's go back to Impact. I have to think if there's anything we have to cover on Impact that I forgot about.
Good Brothers in G.O.D.
Yeah, the
Dude,
Bullet Club.
Holy shit, it's happening. Elite and Bullet Club. Even if it's just a little teaser of things to come, holy shit, I'm in. Take my money. G.O.D. and the Good Brothers, let go. Let go.
All the Bullet Clubs there. Jay White's back there
fucking
now.
Jay White, Chris Bay, Hagaleo.
Oh, he hasn't. Well, he's not.
Well, not right now, but he was there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good. Jay White, yeah. The 4 main members right there are there. Dude,
I think we're gonna get
Bullet Club. Fucking the Honor No More faction. This shit look. Oh, can we get. Is there a possibility we get a fucking 3-way fucking. What if they bring back Lockdown, dude? Think about this. For real, what if they bring back the Lethal Lockdown? This would be the perfect fucking 3-way match to do it with, too.
Yeah.
The fucking fact that the Bullet Club, the TNA Frontline, Part 2, and fucking Honor No More. The Kingdom, the former Kingdom.
And if you want, you could throw the Good Brothers and Violent by Design in there, too.
Yeah, dude. That's a fucking fair shout.
Yeah.
Fuck me, dude. This is looking good. This is looking good. Like, they need to be unscripted a little bit more. Please.
Yeah.
Please. Because then that would give these storylines a lot more merit, I feel like. Otherwise than that, man, this shit's been popping off on Impact. I'm really liking where they're going so far.
2 other things I want to talk about. Something else I'm always looking for. Well, 3 other things. We're getting Black Taurus versus Jonah. I'm looking forward to that so much.
This is going to be great. Oh, let's go.
The only thing I wish Black Taurus was like on a bit more of a winning streak because he loses all the time.
Well,
all the time.
Yeah, they have not done him any favors, man. Ever since he's come in, they've not done him any favors.
I'm enjoying the Knockouts tag
Crazy
title.
Steve, for that matter, by the way.
Yeah. I'm enjoying the Knockouts tag title feud between the Inspiration and the Influence. That's been pretty decent. It's kind of lost its way a little bit because the Inspiration came into contact with COVID and Tino Dashwood's been absent the past 2 weeks. I don't know if it's COVID then, and I can't say that because
Inspirations are the Inspirations with Tennille?
The Inspiration is just
a
tag
feuding
team.
with Tennille and Madison, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly think they should just have Tennille turn on Madison, and she should just join the Inspiration.
Though that trio would be a shout. That trio would be a fucking shout, actually. Because if you pair her up with the Inspirations, like the 3 Aussies, that might be where they're going, actually. Ooh.
Now you did say you wanted to rant about Caleb with a K in that tag match they did.
Yeah, fuck that.
Back.
That was bullshit. Stand by it. Find a partner for fucking Tennille Dashwood to fucking have wrestle with her. That's it. Period.
Yeah. Matthew Renwald's on commentary now. He's with Tom Phillips now.
What the fuck happened? I thought he was with whatchamacallit? Deanna Perrazzo.
That might be over now.
Really?
Yeah, he's just gonna do commentary now, which
okay.
He's good on commentary, but they have him as a heel. He's a better face commentator.
Fuck's sake.
He needs to be a face.
Why do wrestling companies force shit that doesn't need to be forced?
AEW doesn't. Everyone, they don't even have a heel commentary team.
Just go with that, man. You don't need to force the shit. You want to play devil's advocate every once in a while? That's one thing. That's the job of a fucking commentator anyway. Just do that. Like, don't over gimmick the shit. It made Corey Graves so fucking unbearable when he was there.
I know.
Like, the only one that got away with it was Nigel McGuinness, because even he wasn't so overbearing with it in NXT. Now he wasn't. You know. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if he is in NXT UK now, but he wasn't in NXT when we were still watching.
He's pretty fine in NXT UK.
Fair enough.
He's still the same. It's NXT UK. I don't even know who's running it now. I don't think it's Triple H.
He's cleared to compete in the ring again, right? He's fucking AIDS free.
Are we talking about it, Nigel or
he's
Corey?
hepatitis free, right? Nigel.
I'm not sure.
I remember hearing. I remember seeing a fucking report that he was hepatitis free and he could return to the ring anytime he wants to.
I think he should.
Dude, fucking one of the fucking greatest wrestlers ever, dude. You don't just have like 3 5-star matches with Kurt Angle and not fucking put him in fucking ring. Like,
I think
for real.
I think if you want to save NXT UK, I think you have him go to NXT UK and
went and try to go for the championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Face
drag.
Dude,
him and Dragunov would be a belter, but I would have loved way more to see fucking Nigel McGuinness and Walter. Would have been so good.
I know.
Yeah, all right. Let's not get depressed. Anyway, back to the better shit.
So yeah, well, I don't know if this is better shit. We're talking about NWA now, so.
Oh boy. Okay.
There is some good.
Okay, which jobber won a title this week?
There has been some good stuff. So there's something I've been wanting to talk about for a while that I haven't been able to talk about.
Murphy from TNA Security and Tyrus doesn't count.
Yeah, but no, but I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. I haven't been able to talk about it. So this feud's been going on, but it happened when we were on absence, and I think you've heard about it. So
maybe
I like it. I like the feud between Nick Aldis and Tom Latimer, but damn did they rush this feud so much. They rushed this feud. I'm gonna tell you how they rushed it. So
stupid.
It was like in August, Aldis lost the belt at NWA 73. Then 2 weeks later he was a face just because he was, and then he teamed up with then it looked like they were teasing dissension with Strictly Business. That happened with it. That started happening, and then like 3 weeks later,
I'm shocked it's still a thing considering the fact they lost Royce Isaacs.
Yeah, Chris Adonis is in it now, so that kind of made up for it.
Not really. I mean, no, that's fair.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I can see why.
I don't think Royce Isaacs ever should have been in it anyways. Now that I've seen his New Japan and Bloodsport.
Him and fucking Jarrell Nelson has been fucking awesome. I can't believe they didn't use him. Like, that team would have been great for Strictly Business. Why didn't they sign Jarrell Nelson?
Well, because but yeah, then what else happened? So yeah, then Tom Latimer turned on him, and this was like this was a month. Like they blew they blew the fat in a month. Like that should have been like a 4-month thing that they built to, and then they had a match at NWA
Billy
Hard
Corgan,
Times.
By the way, can I just officially say it? Billy Corgan is officially the biggest pushover since Dixie Carter. There, I said it. Don't at me.
And they worked. Didn't they work together too?
Yeah. That's what's ironic about it. This dude is the biggest fucking bitch in the entire industry. This dude is letting everybody walk all over him, including the top guys.
Yeah.
Like, Tony Khan isn't even this bad. Come the fuck on. Holy shit.
Yeah. But yeah, continue to explain this Nick Aldis Tom Latimer feud. So then they had a match at Hard Times 2, where Nick Aldis won via roll up.
Oh, it was Hard Times, all right.
And then they didn't do anything with the feud for like a month, and then they just randomly ran it back out of nowhere. And they had a tag match. They brought back British Invasion, and they had a match with Strictly Business. You're thinking, okay, so they're gonna have Strictly Business.
That sounds pretty decent. That sounds pretty decent.
It was decent, but then the biggest thing, Tom Latimer hasn't gotten anything in on this feud since he's laid out Aldis, and he took the. Not only did Strictly Business lose, he's the one that took the fall in the match. It's like. And now they're having an I Quit match soon. And why would I care about this I Quit match if Tom Latimer has lost to Nick Aldis every step of the way? Maybe this isn't a good feud now that I think about it. Like, this is so bad.
Oh, this is awful.
Oh, can you imagine it?
They have buried Bram to shit. Holy fuck. Dude. This is worse than TNA Bram.
Can you imagine?
Fuck.
Imagine if Billy Corgan was in charge of booking Gargano versus Ciampa, how badly he would have played
Fuck me, dude. He would have rushed through this program. I have a broken neck. Come back in a week. You have a torn ACL. I don't give a shit. Get in that ring, damn it. Smash your pumpkins. I don't give a shit.
This is awful. This is like. Legit, I don't even know what Nick Aldis is doing at this point. There's legit nothing he could do in the NWA at this point.
Not a single fucking thing. Not a single thing.
Like, this is...
other than a feud with Cardona. Maybe. Honestly, I'd pay to see that.
Why do I feel like they just did...
But judging by how fucking Billy Corgan books his shit, he probably rushed through the fucking Cardona title run and the fucking Aldis match too. And they just give it right back to Aldis.
Question I have for you: do you think this Tom Latimer feud was all just to give Nick Aldis something to do for a while? Like, it seems like that's all it is. Like,
just fucking have it. Oh my god!
Like, legit. Honestly,
if you don't have anything for Aldis to do, have him tease going places.
He's not going to these places, though. We know he's not going there.
Yeah, and that's the problem, though. You're not the champion, so what is the issue here? Go places. Win world titles. Other than the NWA, you've proven your worth. Stop limiting yourself. You stupid dickhead.
I know.
I gotta be the face of the NWA. It's the only real world's title. Well, newsflash, no one ain't. When the FTW title in his current state is more over has more eyeballs than the NWA World title, I don't think you can claim that distinction. Sorry, but it's true. Come the fuck on. They had such great momentum. All they had to do was do that damn Cody match. Or at least have Aldis show up one time and fought anybody. Anybody! To defend the NWA World title against. Any fucking buddy. And instead, the fucking idiot chooses to stay in the NWA and say, I'm not doing this Forbidden Door nonsense.
The only time he showed up to wrestle during the pandemic, like when the NWA was shut down, was that Primetime Live crap, when he had that short-ass match with Mike Bennett.
Oh, fucking when the UW, or whatever the fuck that was, it wasn't UWF, was it? Was it
UWN.
UWN. Yeah, when UWN fucking screwed the pooch on the NWA in budget. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And Jeff Beecham can attest to that one. He couldn't even fucking watch the thing live.
What else, though? There's actually been some good... Camille is killing it as NWA Women's World Champion right now.
But the only good member of...
It's
fucking hysterical. It's hysterical that Camille was willing to do proper business for the NWA and Aldis wasn't. That's astounding to me. Mickey James! Mickey fucking James! Fucking did bigger business for Impact Wrestling than Aldis has done for the NWA.
Mickey James Mickie James is the one that really got that Empower show. Like, I honestly think she's
this
the one that
woman has done so much for women's wrestling. If she even had if Aldis even had a lick of the business sense and a way to do business nowadays that Mickie fucking James does, his own fucking wife.
Yeah, she hasn't even been there a year yet either. Like, Aldis has been there since before Power. And
dude, I'm telling y'all, people, I don't give a fuck. And I've credited Aldis's work, and I've credited his promo ability. No disrespect to this guy. The dude's one of the best in the industry. But this dude is fucking himself with his narrow-minded thinking. He is.
Yeah.
This is it. And his own wife is a proof of that. She's exhibit fucking A.
She went to WWE with the Impact Knockout Championship.
No one has pulled that off! Take note. You had a bigger opportunity with the fucking world's title going back on TNT.
Yeah.
The fact you didn't fucking take that is astounding to me. Jesus Christ.
Billy Corgan, you're to blame too for this.
Yeah, like, you're a fucking moron, dude. For real. I am ashamed that I ever gave you credit some days. I really do, because you had potential and you fucking squandered it. You squandered it, dude. Squandered it.
You know what the worst part about it? People who don't even know about the NWA and love Smashing Pumpkins. This is how bad like Billy Corgan's been as an owner. If you mention to people that he owns the NWA, they don't believe you. Like, no one legit knows he owns this promotion.
Not a single person. Not a single person. Because he made bad business deals. And well, I can't even say he made bad business deals, because I understand why he did the fight deal. And I can't even say that. It became a bad business deal, and here's why. If you don't understand what I mean by this. Billy Corgan needed an exclusive deal. It was always going to be on Fight no matter what, whether there was a pandemic or not. Let's say there wasn't a pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Aldis would have done the same shit he did now that he did during the pandemic. He would have refused to do business with any other wrestling promotion. And he would have remained an exclusive fucking star to the NWA. And he would have fucked over the entire Fed. Period. And guess what? He did. More so because there was a pandemic. All this fucking dude had to do was put his fucking pride aside and fucking just defend the NWA World's title. I get it if you didn't want to drop it to Cody. Work out other ways to fucking get an opponent. Now, I will say, because there's always a possibility of this, if Tony Khan didn't want anything else except for Aldis to fucking drop it, then I understand why he didn't want to fucking do it then. But still.
Yeah, that's true.
You still had Impact. You still had New Japan that has a good amount of eyes. Anywhere. Anywhere! Fucking anywhere! You could have gone to get more eyeballs. You could have got a fucking Fusion! Could have got a fucking Azteca, for fuck's sake! An MLW! Any fucking where! Even if it's not AEW, anywhere that has eyeballs on it! Impact! Go back to your roots with the fucking title! Anywhere! That's the problem! He didn't even fucking entertain that idea because he didn't get what he wanted, which was to beat Cody in their third and final encounter, and Cody wanted to fucking go over, and because he didn't get the fucking ego boost that he wanted, he said, fuck it, I'm not going to work with anybody because the Forbidden Door is nonsense. Bullshit! Bullshit! It's bullshit. You had other places. Now, am I saying that fucking, him going to MLW or Impact is just as big as Mickie James going to the WWE? No. Not saying that. What I am telling you is that him going to any of those fucking promotions would have gotten a lot more eyes and a lot more customers to subscribe to the Fight TV feed when they eventually made that switch over. That's what I'm saying. You know who's doing that right now? Ring of Honor. Guess what's going to fucking thrive and succeed when they, and I can confirm this because everybody else has, when they come back in April. Ring of Honor. If they got on a Fight fucking TV deal subscription that week before Supercard of Honor, they would have fucking succeeded because they got enough fucking recognition throughout multiple different promotions. Multiple different promotions. GCW included, because they were going to have a fucking pure title defense before I think he got COVID.
Yeah.
Like, this dude is doing bits for Ring of Honor right now, Jonathan Gresham. He is doing business right. Aldis, take note. Sorry, not sorry. And if you think Jay Lethal wouldn't have done the same thing, you're fucking out of your mind. So that should tell you all you need to fucking know. Like, this dude is not doing this right. He's not doing this right. He hasn't been doing this right. And judging by recent history, he'll never do this right. And Billy Corgan, like a fucking idiot, is going to continue to try to feed this guy because he's a great talent, but apparently it's all he got. Hopefully, that's just why I say give the belt to Cardona, because I know Cardona will fucking do it right. He will boost the NWA's credibility. Big time. Big time, big time. You gotta put the belt on Cardona. There's no other option. This is your last fucking chance at this point to get any steam behind the NWA again. Like, you want... And just to put this, if nothing else, you want Kingston back, you want Homicide back, you want Ricky Starks back.
Homicide back.
Alright, Homicide's back, apparently. But you want Eddie Kingston back, you want fucking Ricky Starks back, you want the guys that fucking left back to join up with the roster and show up every now and again trying to challenge for the NWA World's title, you put the belt on Cardona. Because he will fight against anyone and anyone. Everyone and anyone. Period. He is not afraid. Dude fought Nick fucking Gage. One of the craziest psychopaths in the entire industry. I doubt he will have any pride in him to not do business the right way for the NWA. If he's willing to wrestle Nick fucking Gage, he's willing to fucking travel around the fucking world with the NWA World's title in multiple different promotions the way it should have been done when Aldis was champion. And that said, still do the match with Aldis and fucking Cardona, because that's the money match. But there's only one outcome. Cardona either wins the belt or retains. That's my piece on Nick Aldis.
Continuing though, one final thing I want to talk about NWA related, because it's the biggest thing that's going on, is the Junior Heavyweight Championship tournament. It's been really good so far.
Who's in it?
Ricky Morton's son, Kerry Morton's in it. Colby Carino's in it. He's really good.
Cool.
Let's see who else was. Alia Davawi's in it. He's actually in the...
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's a good pickup. Good pickup. He's really good now. He's really good.
Darius Lockhart's in it.
Darius Lockhart? Don't know.
Yeah, he's good. Really good.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Him and Davawi had a banger. Homicide's in the finals. Who else was in it?
Wait, Homicide? Wait, Homicide? What?
Yeah, he's in it.
Homicide?
Yeah.
That's one of the dudes a heavyweight, right? Nowadays?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, in fairness, we never see his fucking body. He's always wearing baggy shit, but I always thought he just had weight on him.
Maybe he cut the weight.
Maybe he did. I don't know. Fuck. Okay.
And then I don't think you know the PJ Hawk and Luke Hawk's in. I don't think you know who they are. So.
Are they good?
They're very. Luke Hawk's and Austin Aries had a killer match for.
Oh, Aries is in it.
Yeah, Aries is in it.
Oh, okay. You got me. Okay.
So they're doing the finals at the Crockett Cup on March 20th. So far, it's gonna be a 4-way in the finals.
Okay. I might actually watch this just for these fucking just for this tournament. Actually, this sounds like it's very interesting.
It's on NWA USA on YouTube, so definitely give it a check. Definitely give it a watch.
Fair. Okay.
Do you want to know who's in the finals then, or do you want to be surprised?
Who's in the finals? Who's in the finals? Just
they're doing a 4-way as of right now. It's going to be Austin Aries versus Arya Daivari versus Homicide versus either Kerry Morton or Kobe Carino. I think it might be Kobe because Kobe Carino is really good.
Okay. Okay. You got 3 names that immediately strike my attention.
Yep.
Three names that immediately strike my attention. Like,
and
already, this is going to be awesome. I want to see, because if they're going to do this right, same method with the whole Cardona thing, I personally would go with Aries.
Yeah, same.
I would personally go with Aries, because I guarantee you he's been the MVP of this junior heavyweight division. Big time.
He has.
Okay, yep. So, give the belt to him. Big time.
I mean, we've talked about this before that hasn't been released yet, but he does come with controversy with his stuff, but...
yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Hopefully, I think that's died down by now if he's on this show in this tournament. So,
dude, he Aries has never been shied away of being a dick. He's definitely a shitty person. Don't get me wrong, but he's too fucking talented, dude. And yeah, he just is. He just is. And by the way, personally, he got fucked over by the whole Christianity situation. Period. TNA was trying to fuck him over and get him out any way that they could. Yes. Unjustified. Sorry. Fucking stupid. That said, he's always been a dick.
Yeah.
There you go. Him and Anderson. If Ken Anderson comes back to the... Is Ken Anderson still in the NWA?
No, I think he's just... I don't even know what he's doing right now. He hasn't been there since pre-pandemic.
Well, him and Anderson would be a great team. Just saying. Like, later on, after the junior heavyweight stuff is over, have him and Anderson as a team.
Yeah.
Great. Great mic workers, dude.
I definitely recommend watching NWA USA this week. You got to see Kobe Carino. He's so good. I don't know if you've ever seen Kobe Carino wrestle.
Well, you know what? Now I'm going to put that on my fucking list of shit to watch. So
yeah.
Kobe Carino.
There's only been like...
You need to send me how to spell it, though.
Okay.
So
I'll just send...
Send me a text after the show. But yeah.
I can just send you the episodes of NWA
that
USA.
That works. Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Let's talk about... So we talk about GCW or New Japan next? I think it...
New Japan. Let's save GC... actually, no. GCW, because I got a rant on GCW. A little bit.
I haven't seen the most recent shows yet because I haven't had a chance to.
Let me guess. We talking about the show, right?
The one that Cardona fought Janelle with the World on GCW, I think it's called, or something like that. You want a fan? Or you're not a fan? You want...
Wow, dude. Did they drop the ball or what?
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Shit. Okay, let's start it off. Let's paint the fucking scene here. Can you get the card up real quick? Because I want to run down this fucking thing just a little bit here. I'm not going to go for spot, but this shit was a train wreck.
I'll just let you go this. So there was a... So, did you see the kickoff?
I heard that was good. Who was on the kickoff?
It was a battle royal. It was like some type of...
That was great.
Blue... Yeah, Thunder Rosa was in it. I would have had... I don't know why they didn't have Thunder Rosa winning.
Who wanted it over her, though?
Some guy named Big Vin. I don't know who that is, so... That's what I'm saying. Big Vin.
Ugh. Fucking indie-rific there. Okay. Yeah. Next.
And then we had the scramble match. I don't think you saw this. This was a pretty decent match. It was Graham versus... Alex Zane, Dante Leon, Shane Moser, Jack Hartwheel, and Ninja Jack. I only know Alex Zane, so... and guess what? He lost, so...
God damn it, of course. Yep, alright. Anyway.
How do you... The scramble match was short, too. It only went, it didn't even go 10 minutes. It was only 7 minutes and 54 seconds.
Yeah, for sure. It was stupid. Okay. Now get on to the main shit.
Alright, so we have the grab the brass ring ladder match.
First, okay. For all the shit AEW got for showing Cody in the title, that's the least of the problems with this fucking match. Yeah. Holy shit! Was that looked like Luthez versus Harley Race compared to this shit. Fuck me, this fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Like, it was so reckless, it was so dangerous, and the fucking most memorable spot of the match was a botch by the fucking alternate guy who ended up fucking winning when he tried to jump off the ladder knowing he wasn't going to get enough footing to fucking make that leap.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up, yeah.
Who was the fucking guy? I don't even remember his name now.
I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah, you have the card up, so.
Alright, so the guy that... I think you're talking about AJ Gray.
AJ Gray, what the fuck you doing, dude?
Yeah. A lot of people talk about...
I've heard so much about AJ Gray, bro, but, like...
Yeah.
I see PCO, this, and this did nothing for me, Chief.
PCO was in it, Alex Colin.
PCO should have won. PCO should have won. PCO should have won.
Yeah,
like, by far. Like, the money match, if you weren't... Money match, if you're talking death match, PCO Nick Gage, right?
Yeah.
Easy. PCO Moxley. PCO Moxley, Nick Gage, Cardona. Fatal 4-way. Like, anything with PCO. No. Fucking AJ Gray. Fuck off.
Tony Deppnan, Jimmy Lloyd, and Jordan Oliver were all in that match. Yeah, this ladder match was clunky, and it just looked very unsafe. Like,
it was so bad. And by the way, I've seen ECW ladder matches that were a lot more dangerous, but a lot more safe in retrospect than this fucking hunk of shit was.
Yeah,
and they were trying to fucking emulate ECW. Yeah, ECW, my fucking dickhole. Fuck out of here.
Then we had a trios match where the match was held under Lucha Rules. It was Team Gringo.
This was awesome, by the way. This is Spotfest on Rice. This was the best match other than Blake Christian versus Leo Rush. This was the best match of the fucking night because it was just a bunch of fucking spots. Read the names off real quick.
So the representing Team Gringo was Alves, Demonic and Flamenta, and representing Team Bandito was Bandito, ASF, and Laredo Kid. So
fucking dude, these guys went nuts.
Yeah,
they went a little too long.
I agree.
Because they were trying to fucking wrap it up. Like, you could even see the referees on camera shot telling them to wrap it up. Still a great match, though. They should have just... They needed to fucking manage their time better here. What the fuck? This was their pay-per-view, and they couldn't even manage time. Anyway, continue.
Blake Christian versus Leo Rush was awesome. I really liked that match.
Really good. Oh, was that right after this?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, well, two best matches of the night by far. It might be the two best matches of the whole card. And then we go downhill from here.
Matt Cardona versus Joey Janela.
Fuck me. What have you... Dude.
This was overbooked.
Let me explain something to you. If I don't like the fact that WWE overbooks their shit, why the fuck would I like GCW overbooking their shit like the WWE to parody the WWE?
Yeah.
This was not the match to fucking do that. Now, I have my issues with Janela, especially after the way he fucking threatened Court Bauer. Fuck that piece of shit. Right.
Wait, what did he do? I didn't hear about this.
He threatened Court Bauer because, God forbid, he wanted to do his deathmatch stuff, and Court Bauer had fucking sponsors that he would have upset, and he didn't want to fucking risk that. He's fine with it once in a while, but unless you could offer something different, don't fucking come at me with it. And Janela got pissed recently and fucking basically said, I hope the WWE wins a lawsuit, and that and basically told him to pull up. You know where the fuck I am. Or, no, I'm gonna pull up. I know where you are. Yep. I see you. And I'm like, this guy's under AEW contract. You know?
Probably now, not on.
Like, he needs to go. He just needs to go. Now, it's not going to matter now because I don't care how much of great shape he got in because fuck me, he's a piece of shit and fuck him. Like, AEW needs to cut ties with him and fucking cut him out for a fucking year and a half at least. Maybe 2 years. That said, though, this is a fucking match where Joey Janela got into the best shape I've ever fucking seen him in. And Cardona was riding a fucking huge amount of momentum that I've never I have not ever seen him have. Even when he was doing Z-Tron on Island Story. Big time. Like, this is the best money-making thing he's done for himself. And I bet you he's making bank right now on Pro Wrestling Tees because of this shit.
Yeah.
There is so much momentum between him and Janela, both respectively. And Janela books this shit the way he books it. And you know it was a Janela match, because you could fucking tell it was. From the overbooked mess that it was, for fucking some reason, Soul Train Jones was there, fucking Vincent, fucking Virgil. Why? And why? What else was there? What else happened? I don't even know it was that much.
Mark Sterling randomly show up for no reason.
Yeah, smart Mark Sterling talking about contracts and shit. What?
Doing a match where it's like Extreme Rules and all that stuff.
Like, fuck out of here. Let's talk about this. A lot of people, I will say a lot of people were pissed off that they were using Metallica, and it was illegal. No, they got permission from Metallica to ban. Labels a whole different story, because labels suck, and fuck labels, by the way. But they got permission from the band themselves. So they had permission in my book, so they already cleared the air on that. What they didn't have fucking permission to use was Vince's theme, which I believe was in this match.
Yep.
What are you thinking? You gotta be off. You gotta be out of your fucking mind. You actually gotta be out of your fucking mind. I don't even do that for my CAW league. Unless it's like such an obscure theme that nobody has heard it in so long. Like I'm gonna use Primo's theme from 2009 when I bring him into WYW. Cause like,
yeah,
you know, it works for him, and I don't think they're gonna be that pissed off because they're not gonna claim their shit. Vince's theme, I can see them claiming to takedown levels. Why would you risk this?
Yeah, that was dumb.
This was so stupid from every conceivable level. And again, they had Mark Sterling come in, they had Virgil come in, they had fucking the owner of GCW come in and fucking make a ruckus or whatever the fuck. Like, it was so fucking overbooked. Chelsea Green came in. They did a double swerve straight out of the Vince Russo playbook. This was a fucking mess.
That's the worst part about it. When they did the Chelsea Green turn, it wasn't even the end of the match. It was just a spot in the match.
In the match. Yeah.
Like that was what the whole storyline was built around.
This shit blew. Like it swallowed so hard.
Yeah.
It was one of the worst fucking matches I think I've ever seen. Ever.
Might be.
You have the world on GCW. You had your two biggest stars in the promotion go head-to-head, and this is what you did. This is what you fuckers did. That's not even considering the fucking ladder fucking shitty thing that was happening. That's not even considering the fucking horrible production quality and commentary, and just in general fucking... The actual sound... Dude, I have better sound equalization in WYW in the test match series than this fucking shit does!
Yeah,
that's a shame, bro! That's a fucking shame! Like, that's not a good fucking look. Like, and not even just using my shit for an example. Fucking Hog. House of Glory, JD from New York's fucking promotion that he commentates for. Shit's fucking great audio quality. And because they actually have people that are trying to give a shit about the fucking production. And then, DPW. Better fucking audio quality than this shit had. And better camera quality and better commentary quality. Deadlock Pro, which started, what? A cup of coffee ago. You had the entire world on GCW because of one fucking man. Maybe two. Nick Gage and Mark Cardona. And maybe Mox. Mox too. Moxley.
Yeah, Mox.
And Mox. Those are your three top guys. Why aren't they the fucking main event? Why aren't they the World Championship match? Instead, you had to insert him in a fucking storyline with Janela, which, by the way, sucked from the off.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh, yeah, we're going to recreate Macho Man, Elizabeth, and Flair. Except here's the problem. Jon Moxley ain't Macho Man. Or, no, I'm sorry. Matt Cardona ain't Macho Man. Chelsea Green ain't Elizabeth. And Joey Janela is definitely no Ric Flair.
No way.
So, what are we doing here? What is this fucking nonsense that you are feeding me? And, oh, don't even get me started on the commentary. Before this match came on, I think it was during the fucking the fucking Lucha Tag, a couple matches before, they were saying, this is the number one, this is the number 3 default GC promotion, or it was the world is currently it's number 1 trending right now, which was a total bullshit lie. Like, they were just feeding you lies. Your job. I can understand if you're a CAW league and you're trying to make the fucking ambiance look as real as it looks in the game. That's one thing. You're not a CAW league. You're a real fucking you're a real promotion. Your job as a fucking commentator is to put the person watching the product in a sense of disbelief, or to suspend their disbelief, and for you to sell them properly on what they are watching. What you don't do is do the aggressive car salesman tactic and say, this shit's great. And it turns out it's a fucking piece of shit. And you can barely get the thing out of the goddamn parking lot.
Even WWE commentators don't hide the fact that
not at all. Like, there's one thing you can say about WWE and how overly produced they are. You don't hear WWE commentators do this dumb horse shit. Sometimes they do. And they get rightfully reamed out. So if they can get rightfully reamed out, I don't fucking see at all why this commentary team should be any exception to that fucking rule. Fucking terrible commentary team all around, by the way. They were calling moves wrong left and right. I could have done a better job with Mike and Casey. Fucking JD could have done a better job with Solid Monster. Any fucking commentary team would have been better than the fucking 2 guys they picked. So
me and Chris thought. Me and Chris Dodd have never done commentary before. Probably could have done it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's how bad this was. I'm convinced you and Dodd would have blown these fuckers out of the water. Joe Cronin by himself could have been better than these fucking idiots. Like, these guys sucked. I'm not even done. Back to the fucking Janela thing.
Well, folks, we're not saying Joe Cronin sucks, by the way. We're just making
yeah. Joe Cronin's alright. Joe Cronin's very good, actually. He's actually commentating matches that don't have commentary online right now. Like, between big names, too. So he's nice. Really building his portfolio. But, anyway, back to the fucking thing. So, back to Janela and Cardona. What even was the fucking finish? Because I don't even remember. I knew it had something to do with fucking Chelsea Green. That's all I know.
No, that was just a spot in the match. It was, they recreated the Edge of the Rob Van Dam John Cena finish where Edge, where Kurt Hawkins was dressed like Edge.
And Myers teamed up with them here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not the most.
Which, by the way, I'm not against them doing that if that was the only WWE shout in the match. The problem is there was like several of these. So it immediately takes it down a notch. This would have had way more of an impact if it was Brian Myers and this was the only WWE reference in the whole show, because it would have made sense!
Yup.
Former Edgeheads! This shit sucked. What do we got next? Moxley and fucking Homicide. You want to talk about a fucking letdown?
No.
Or no.
That's not for what?
I'm sorry, that's right. I'm sorry, you're right. Good old slap nuts, right?
It's right? There was a promo segment in between this where like Sabu showed up out of nowhere and all this type of stuff.
And announced his retirement.
I think so, yeah.
What the fuck on GCW?
I don't know.
Cool, I guess. Whatever.
We had Ruby Soho versus Catch. I didn't care about it. It really wasn't anything special.
Yeah, Ruby Soho. you'll see her on AEW.
Yeah, I didn't really need to see this.
Thanks for coming, I guess.
Yeah.
Dude, hold on. Who's I mentioned DPW before. Rachel Rose had more fucking impact in her fucking pro wrestling debut than fucking whoever the fuck Ruby Soho fucking fought. I don't even remember her name. Like, I can remember Rachel Rose's name instantly.
Oh, Alley Catch.
Alley Catch. Oh,
what a name. She didn't even do anything. I don't even remember.
Indie-rific horseshit garbage, bro.
I don't even think she did anything really of significance in this match. Like, she didn't even do anything.
The world on GCW, it carries the tradition of ECW. Bullshit. I don't see anything resembling anything the original ECW was so far. So, nice try.
I've only seen one ECW show, and I agree with you. Actually,
no, a few. You've seen a few.
I've seen two. Do you count One Night Stand as an ECW show?
Yes, I do.
Okay. This match was crap. Jeff Jarrett versus FA. Remember this match? This barn burner?
Yeah. So the idea is Effie is extremely homosexual and Jeff Jarrett is extremely homophobic.
Yeah, that was bad.
That's the match. That's the match. That's the story of the match right here.
You know what the funny thing is? This is fine to do like in ECW's days, not in today's world. This is not
even for GCW indie level bullshit standards. This sucked. Sucked.
And of course they had the veterans.
You in one instance, you insulted an entire fucking community of people in the gay community. Like, in one fell fucking swoop here with Effie's character. And the way you fucking presented him. And I've heard nothing but an indie darling. This guy's apparently a fucking indie darling. Anybody want to explain to me why? Because he brings nothing fucking special when Sonny fucking Kiss can go better than this fucking shithead can. This dude is not even in ring shape to be in the fucking ring. Never mind even lace up Sonny Kiss's boots.
Yeah.
Number one. And number two, holy shit, Sonny Kiss isn't even this homoerotic.
No.
At all. Like, and that's scary. And this dude's pretty open, Sonny Kiss, and that's not even against him. Like, good on Sonny, right? But Sonny is like, doesn't even go that far on AEW. I haven't seen him go that far in other independent feds.
I think the furthest you've seen him go that you pissed him off was when you first saw Sonny Kiss.
Yeah, the Dreamer thing. That's it.
Yeah.
When he did the fucking ass bump thing. The I don't even remember what the fuck they called it.
And he hasn't really done that all that much since then.
He stopped that cold turkey. And then on the other fucking hand, you insult... Actually, you just insult the gay community more, but you'll also insult other straight people that don't have a problem with gay people. With fucking Jeff Jarrett. Like, what did you do here? This dude was responsible for, at one point, the number 2 wrestling company in America. You bring this fucking dude in and make him... you make him a fucking... you make him scared of gays.
His win attire sucked too. He was in like Randy Savage's win attire in his last match in professional wrestling, when he was in TNA at one time. And they even talked about it too, like in the video package. Like, I don't think anyone wants to think of Randy Savage in that light. There's a reason no one ever talks about that, because it sucked.
This shit was terrible, bro. For real. Like, this shit sucked.
Yeah, it was bad.
In every conceivable way, too. Like, not even just in one way. In multiple fucking facets.
The worst part about it, bud, they had the guy that's anti-homophobic go over the homophobic.
Yeah, what a fucking disaster of a match. Like, from a PR standpoint, from a match layout standpoint, from a creative standpoint, from a moral standpoint, from a fucking... even if you are completely like if you go by the New Testament, not the Old Testament, from a new religious standpoint, this sucked donkey dick.
Yup.
All of it too. Swallowed, drank the cum of donkey dick. That's how bad this was. Like,
yeah,
it was.
Bad.
I've had better fucking booking and test matches for WYW. And that shouldn't even be a sentence. It shouldn't even be a sentence.
I got one, but my fantasy bookings the first time I tried to do it was better than this.
Dude, this makes Eugene and Kurt Angle look like Luthez and fucking Ric Flair again. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like,
I want to talk.
And they made fun of the special needs.
Yeah.
Like, big time.
So yeah, here's another bad thing about this show, because I think this is the case. This was Jon Moxley's first match in wrestling.
Yeah, this sucks.
Yeah, no, I want to talk. It was his first match back in wrestling, and it didn't main event. It didn't main event.
And by the way, against Homicide? Nothing against Homicide.
Yeah.
But Nick fucking Gage was your biggest homegrown attraction. Matt Cardona. Joey Janela even.
Yep. Boy, was
Homicide.
This match, what a disappointment this match was too.
Dude. Holy shit.
It was slow. It was plotted.
Yeah, it was the shit. It was the shits and the six.
It was Moxley's comeback match. Like,
bro,
I don't think Moxley didn't even look like
cruddy. Like
Moxley,
cruddy, dude.
This reminded me. Moxley didn't even look like a kid. He was like.
I wouldn't either. Why the fuck would I? Why the fuck would I give a shit? Honestly, he probably shouldn't have even given him the fucking match. He probably should have just waited until it showed back up in AEW.
I know.
I don't know if he was just doing a favor for what's his face that runs GCW, but man, looking at this show, man, he should have fucking waited. He should have waited a little longer to announce he was coming back to GCW. For real.
I know. Then we have the main event. It was the Briscoes doing an open challenge. I want to paint a picture of what I thought was going to happen in this match. I'm like, okay, they're having an open challenge. There's somebody big's coming out here. Not that Nick Gage isn't big, but I'm thinking they just set up FTR on the Briscoes on
This
ROH.
should have been FTR. This should have been FTR. This should have been FTR. This should have been FTR.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it was the perfect fucking tri-brand promotion you could have done for the Forbidden Door. It was right fucking here. It should have... Here's the setup. The first match between the Briscoes and FTR for the AAA tag team titles, or for a winner-take-all scenario, and FTR beats the Briscoes for the GCW tag team titles and has two sets of tag titles. Would have been nuts for FTR. Then you have the rematch. You have the rematch on NWA for the Ring of Honor tag team titles and the other two titles. And the Briscoes win that, or you could even hold off on that and have the Briscoes retain the Ring of Honor tag team titles right then and there. And then the final match takes place at Supercard of Honor, winner take all. What a fucking program! It was right here! You fuckers went with Nick Gage, who should have been in the world title match! And fucking Jobber City, comparatively speaking, to Nick Gage's star power by GCW standards.
Yeah. No,
what
but like
the fuck are you doing?
The worst part about this too is, think about the heat that FTR would have gotten if they had won the GCW.
The heat. They would have gotten here.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, what a missed opportunity, man.
I know.
Fuck.
And then the worst part about the match is it only went 5 minutes. That was it. They jobbed out the Briscoes.
How do you pull this off? And by the way, then they say buck pay-per-view time constraints. take it up with fucking the man who runs GCW, fam, because that's on him. He fucking booked this shit to a shit show and allowed it to fucking happen. That was not on you. That is not on the other team. That's not even on Nick Gage and the other guy he teamed with. I don't even remember his fucking name. That's how bad I don't care.
Matt Tremont.
Matt Tremont. Oh my god. So scary. Fucking, it's not even anybody else's fault. Even Matt Tremont. As much as I just shit on him just now. Like, bro. 5 fucking minutes. You had 5 minutes left to close the show. Because you were about to go over the fucking air. And you were about to go off the air. This is WCW fucking Halloween Havoc 98 levels bullshit.
Yeah, it's bad.
How do you fuck up your time constraints?
AEW's
bro.
AEW's fixed it.
And AEW still fucking had better matches during that fucking time where they couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
Compared to this fucking shit show.
What do you give this show as like a letter grade? Like,
dude, big fat F. Even with the 2 good matches. For real.
Can you go lower? Can you go lower than an F? I don't even think that's possible.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's no disrespect to Leo Rush, Blake Christian, and the fucking Lucha dudes. That no disrespect to any of those guys, but like the whole pay-per-view concept was the world on GCW. Well, the world is now off of GCW, myself included. Don't expect me to tune into another fucking pay-per-view unless you plan on giving Cardona the belt and trying to do a rerun. Which, by the way, I'm the only one that's willing to give second chances. I guarantee you there's a hell of a lot of people that saw this show and said, nope.
Yeah.
Change the channel.
I don't even know why I bought I don't even know why I bought the other 2, but I did. I was an idiot.
Dude, for real. Like, no, I'll tell you why you bought the other 2, because those pay-per-views and those shows were better booked.
Truthfully. I haven't seen it yet, so...
Oh, no. You bought those other 2 shows? Oh, why did you do this? Why?
I don't know why I did. I don't know.
Why did you do this? Why?
I'm an idiot. I don't know.
Why? Dude, you could have used all this money for an NWA subscription, and it would have been far worth your time.
I have an NWA subscription. Is the thing too.
Fuck.
I feel like you gotta suffer.
Could have gotten a pizza with that money, bro. You could have gone to fucking anywhere. You could have gone to Wendy's, got yourself a Baconator and fucking fries and nuggets.
I could have gone to Five Guys with that money.
Could have got Five Guys. Could have got a fucking Mickey D's. Even would have been a better use of your fucking money, bro.
Well, I like Mickey D. I actually like Mickey D's a lot.
Yeah. Quarter Bounders is fucking elite now. Fuck. Fucking Domino's, anything.
I could have bought a game for my Switch.
Fucking games, yeah. You could have bought fucking Mario games.
Oh well, I
have. Dude, you could have fucking, at the very least, you could have paid like, I don't know, some sort of fucking money for something. Like, I don't know, like.
I could have bought something on Pornhub or something with that money.
OnlyFans, anything, yeah. For real, bro.
I could have watched Selena De La Vente's Alicia Toots match on
fucking. You could have gotten Scarlett Bordeaux or Kayla Rossi's OnlyFans.
Yeah, what was I thinking?
Dude, GCW, bro, how have you done this? I can't believe you've done this.
A lot of people are gonna ask me what the worst that I ever spent my money on. I think
GCW's next 2 shows. Oh my god!
I think next time I see Mike, I think he's gonna look at. Bro,
this is an elite fucking clip right here. I'm gonna clip this shit, dude. You know what I need to fucking do? I need to make a clips channel for FTW. Oh wait, I do have one. Dude, I'm gonna clip this and put it on the FTW shit. For real, I'm gonna fucking clip it and like upload it as a separate clip on the FTW clips channel. Cause fuck, dude, that's fucking that's brutal.
So we move on to New Japan then?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's end on a positive note here.
Yeah. I kind of was positive, but.
Yeah. It gave us laughs for sure.
Yeah. All right. So I know it's been over a month. Did you ever get around to watching Wrestle Kingdom?
Yes, I did.
let's not review the whole show. Let's just, what do you think of Wrestle Kingdom as a whole?
Fucking
I thought it was
amazing.
awesome.
What a show, dude. And what a fucking future New Japan's got.
I know.
I'm looking forward to what we got coming up, man. Fucking Ospreay and Okada ruled.
Yeah.
Fucking Okada versus Shingo Takagi ruled. What a match that was, too. Fucking Shibata fighting his student who looks exactly like Shibata. Dude, that ruled, too. Oh, my God.
El Desperado and Hiromu Takahashi. Takahashi ruled. That was a hell of a match.
That was awesome, yeah. Fucking, that junior division, bro. If they partner up with if NWA partners up with New Japan again, we got some meaty fucking junior matches coming our way for sure.
I was shocked El Desperado retained the title too. I thought Hiromu Takahashi was gonna get the title.
Yeah, for real. I thought so too.
I think that's gonna main event.
What a match though that was. That was such a great match. What a story they told too.
I think that's gonna main event next year because they've been talking about how they want a main event storyline wise. Anyways, the junior heavyweight championship. I think that's gonna main event.
Big time.
Show versus Yo was a hell of an opener. That was a hell of an opener.
I think that's where we disagree. I didn't really particularly care for it because House of Torture.
Not the best stable.
Let's be honest. This is not elite. This is like.
No.
This is like NWOB team right here. Like, this shit sucks.
The matches are so overbooked too. Like,
I'm not a fan of it. And by the way, man, Evil, he needs to go. Not away from New Japan, but like he needs to get out of the Bullet Club. Like, I don't understand why they went with him and not Sonata. Sonata would have been a far better show. Hello, you have a fucking Bone Soldier right there, Cold Skull. Duh.
Yeah, I liked Yo versus Show though. I thought it was a hell of a match.
Fair. I don't know. It's just for me. It probably. You know what? In work rate wise, I could give that to you, but there are some nitpicks I have with it, and I think that's just because I wasn't into the story.
Well, in all fairness, I hadn't really seen a whole lot of House of Torture stuff before this point, so that's probably why I.
If you talk to Noah, talk to King on ATW. Trust me, they'll give you a whole crash course about shit this has been.
I think
it's been bad.
One match that surprised me. One match that was a hell of a match.
By the way, for those who don't know what the House of Torture means, look at the people involved. Cuck Gamer Boy and Show or Yo, I don't remember. Fucking a pimp in Takahashi, Yoshihiro Takahashi, different Takahashi, with his main squeeze Pita, and Evil, who tortures his opponent supposedly. So it's a BDSM group. Nice.
I will say this: I thought the match between Evil and Tomo Ishii was solid, but I was not a fan of Evil getting the Never World Openweight title. That made no sense. Considering the fact that
I'm starting to get less and I'm starting to become less and less of a fan of Ishii with the matches he's been having lately. I'm gonna be honest. I know that's sacrilege, but I don't know. He's not really been doing it for me. Like, and part of me is like, as great as like we still had fucking great fucking matches on the card. So don't get me wrong. I mean, night 1 and night 2 had some belters. Night 2 better than night 1 by far. My opinion. But what happened on night 2 as well? I forget a little bit.
Well, one match I want to talk about on night 1 that was a hell of a match was Chaos versus Dangerous Tekkers. That was a hell of a match.
That was very good. That was very good for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight titles. Tag titles rather.
Yeah. I like the Rambo Rumble. I don't know if you saw that, but that was good.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. That was really well done.
I marked out when I saw Shima come out. I did not expect to see
Shima. Yeah, dude. I haven't seen him in ages, bro. Fucking back. He's back in Noah. Pro Wrestling Noah. Shit. And it really just occurred to me that Noah was a part of Wrestle Kingdom this year, which means Forbidden Doors open in Japan, too. Which is great to see. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, I loved it. And I also love the fact that you know, yeah, I think he started his own wrestling promotion, like another one, because I think OWE folded or something.
Yeah,
because
because of the pandemic. Yeah.
yeah. So
I think it was in China too, where it was based off of, so it probably had a lot to do with it.
yeah. So
Fuck.
night two, I think
And
night two
as
was
I said,
good.
fuck the government of China. By the way, big middle finger to you.
Yeah.
Fuck the
But night
Olympics
two,
too. They never should have went there. Anyway, continue.
other matches on night one was Bullet Club versus Hiroshi Tanahashi, the Mega Coaches, and Rocky Romero. No, that was it. It was a 6-man tag. It ended
Yeah.
in a DQ, but I was fine with it.
Yeah, whatever.
United Empire versus the LLDJ, which is Tetsuya Naito, Sonata, and Bushi. That was really just kind of there. You know, there really wasn't anything special.
Yeah.
It was mainly to build up Ospreay for his. I did like that he didn't do anything in the match, because obviously that made sense because he's got a freaking main event. I think the biggest thing that came out of Wrestle Kingdom is you could see how much the pandemic kind of killed them, because they had to put a lot of the same people on both nights of the show.
Yeah, big time.
Because they didn't have, you know, Jay White. They didn't have you know, the main people from New Japan.
Stop restricting travel and go back to normal, please. It's done. We
Night
tried
two
our
was
best.
Night 2 was a banger though.
Yeah, what a fucking night that was, man.
The pre-show matches, Yuji Nagata and Great Bash Heel defeated Bullet Club, so that was decent. Master Wato and Ten Kanzi defeated Suzuki-gun, which was El Desperado, Yoshi Kanemaru, and Taka Michinoku. Taka can still go, man. I can't believe he can still go. He's not the same Taka. He doesn't do all the high flying stuff. He's more technical now, because I think he probably can't take those moves anymore. But
except in WYW. Yeah,
that's it. But I like this match a lot, and I was shocked that Master Wato tapped out El Desperado, since but it made sense because he put on a new submission hold and everything.
That was cool. Cool.
Shingo Takagi, Bushi, and Hiromu Takahashi defeated Suzuki-gun. The other group of it, which was Zack Sabre Jr., Tachi, and Doku.
Surprised they don't have fucking Minoru there.
Well, he was in a different match in the show.
Okay.
The 3-way junior heavyweight tag team match was a hell of a match.
Fucking love that match. What a fucking spectacle that was.
Yeah, Flying Tigers, Bullet Club, TJ Ishimori, El Phantasmo, and the Mega Coaches. There's so much story in this match. They finally revealed what was under El Phantasmo's boot all this time, which was a great touch. It was weird he got DQ'd from it, because it's a triple threat match. You're not supposed to get disqualified.
They do it different in Japan, I think, though.
They
do. Anyway.
And then, I love the story with the Mega Coaches, where, Taguchi got pissed at Rocky Romero for tapping out and all this type of stuff, and he wanted to be the 69th tag junior heavyweight tag champs, but he didn't have it. So. The starter match ruled. I love the starter match. I'm not going to try to say the names, but the starter match was really awesome.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not even going to try to pronounce their names. I'm going to fuck it up. Noah, help us out.
The 4-way match for the KPOPW trophy was really good. I was shocked Minoru Suzuki won. It looked like just setting up between a feud between Minoru Suzuki and Toyo Yano for the trophy. So
for sure.
I do like the trophy concept. How you have that. I would like to. I mean, I don't. You don't want to rip off, but that'd be kind of cool. Maybe something to do for WYW, like some type of trophy concept, but that's something you have all year.
Well, we are taking something. We have an idea. You'll see.
We had the 6-man the 6-man never openweight tag title match, where it was House of Torture versus Chaos. This was just weird because we had just seen these guys wrestle. We legit saw 2 of these guys win the tag.
Why are we doing this again? You're just rehashing the same thing.
Yeah. This is definitely where I think the pandemic takes a hit, because they had to book 2 of the same guys against each other, the same night.
And a 6-man this time.
Yeah. Sonata versus Great O'Khan was pretty good. Not the biggest fan of Great Khan, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's a Mongolian gimmick though. He's a Mongolian vampire. It's a gimmick that they would probably let, and we wouldn't. I think it's a cultural thing, really. From the looks of it.
I was saying in the ring too. He's not the best.
No, by far. Although he has gotten better. Who the fuck was the guy who really impressed me in that battle royal? He looked like he had boots. He had specifically boots, no knee pads, and black trunks.
Speaking of that, I forget who it was, but speaking of what, by the way, who did they just bring back from that? He was like it's a guy that got inducted into the Hall of Fame. He's like 60 years old now. Who was that, by the way? Tsuma Fujinami.
Fujinami. Yeah.
That was crazy that he came back.
That was awesome. Sweet.
He looked great. He
really did. I was surprised. Yeah.
I wouldn't complain.
Fucking, you know who else did look great? Fucking Chono as well. Masahiro Chono too. That was fucking crazy. NWO Japan for life. Indie Force represent.
Tetsuya Naito and Jeff Cobb had a belt. They had a killer of a match.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. Bro, I want to see a trio, bro. Samoan SWAT trio. Let's book it.
I know.
Jacob Fatu, Jonah Rock, and fucking Jeff Cobb, baby. Let's go.
Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kenta had a hell of a no DQ match. That was awesome.
Yep, I agreed.
I even love to know that Hiroshi Tanahashi is not used to wrestling this way, but he did it just so he could get the belt.
Yeah, I love that. I love that touch that he had, man. Like he didn't fucking pull any punches with this. He just went.
And I especially love that he wasn't happy that he even won the belt. Like he was just kind of like upset about it too.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, it was great. It was great.
The only thing that kind of sucked was how long it took Kenta to set up that ladder, because that ladder just looked impossible to set up. Like,
so who's running? And by the way, who's running Bullet Club in Japan while they're running Bullet Club in USA?
Yeah, I have no idea. I think is it Shingo Takagi? Isn't he in Bullet Club, or is he in a?
No, he's in Chaos. He's in Chaos.
Okay.
Okada runs Chaos.
I have no idea who runs Bullet Club in Japan. That's a good question.
Because I think it's Jay White, but who's running the Japan side? Is it Evil or Kenta?
I hope it's Kenta.
I would like it to be Kenta, but I think it's Evil.
No wonder why the
fuck.
Yeah, that's not a good choice.
Yeah.
And then we had the world title match, which that world title match with Ospreay and Okada. Which one did you like better, Okada versus Ospreay or Okada versus Shingo Takagi? I think
Ospreay.
Yeah.
Such a great story they told. Not that I hated Shingo Takagi, but both matches were fucking great. But yeah, no, it was I just wish they went back to IWGP V4 because fuck, I hate these designs of the belt.
Yeah, same.
It's not a great look. Well, yeah. Great match. Great fucking match between these two.
Now we're getting Okada versus Tetsuya Naito on February 20th, I think, for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. I'm looking forward to that so much.
Yeah, same. I agree.
They killed it at Wrestle Kingdom. I forget which one, but the one where Jericho fought Omega.
Yeah, that was the best. By the way, speaking of Wrestle Kingdom, that may have been the best Wrestle Kingdom top to bottom card I've ever seen.
Which one? Which
the
one?
Where Jericho fought Omega. So it was Naito and Okada main evented. That fucking card from top to bottom was the best wrestling card I have seen, period. In a long fucking time. With the exception being of, I think, Full Gear. Full Gear has been a recent one.
Which one?
The recent one. But like, if you're just talking about pure wrestling, no, like I think this still beats Full Gear because it did have the entertainment aspect, the sports entertainment aspect with the Jericho and
for sure,
with the Inner Circle versus American Top Team thing. But I still enjoy that.
I think the only one that probably tops Wrestle Kingdom might be NXT Takeover.
Which one?
The one you went
to. New York. Yes and no. I don't even think that's a fair comparison.
Well, you were there, so you were there too.
It's not a fair comparison. We saw every match, including the television matches. It's a complete card. It's not like Wrestle Kingdom at all. Like Wrestle Kingdom was a fucking mega event, basically.
Yeah.
No pun intended, by the way. It was a mega event. I remember we talked about it on we legitimately talked about it on fucking Pro Wrestling Roundtable back when that was still a thing. Like I talked about it with Kuzan and Hammers, and we fucking loved that show. It was such a great show, like from top to bottom. It legitimately like was just fucking hard hitting the whole time. Like everything fucking made sense. Everything was on point. Young Bucks. Hey, for those who think that the Young Bucks can't tell a great story in the ring, watch the Young Bucks versus Roppongi 3K.
Yeah,
for real. Like the top to bottom, this card ruled for real.
I think this card was really good too, but I think
nothing will beat that Wrestle Kingdom 12 card.
Yeah,
nothing. Not a single fucking thing will beat that.
But
yeah, they have tried since. Like, they have absolutely tried.
Yeah.
It's just, they had the right talent at the right places at the right time.
I mean, what also affected the show, too, is even though there's a crowd, there really kind of isn't a crowd because they can't chant.
Yeah. I couldn't even... Yeah, it's just...
It was tough.
And honestly, I can't watch New Japan for that. I will I will keep up to date with it. I'm definitely probably going to watch Dominion. I think that's the pay-per-view name, right?
Hopefully.
I think it's Dominion. I'll definitely watch it. Dominion.
Which
I'll
one?
Definitely keep up with the G1. I'm joining in with Noah and Casey on the G1 this year.
I might too. I might too if I keep watching New Japan.
But until that happens, until Dominion happens, and until the G1 starts, I can't put myself through the fucking no crowd or barely any crowd or restricted crowd bullshit. I can't do it anymore. I can't.
There's a crowd. They just can't chant, so they just clap.
It's the same fucking thing. It's a restricted crowd.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not for it. I can't. I'm sorry. I get it. I get why people are afraid, even though there's no reason to anymore. It's just we're never gonna get rid of it. It's always gonna be around. But man, like, we're living in fear at this fucking point. I'm not willing to fucking support that all the time.
Sure.
Like, I just can't do it. I just can't do it to myself, dude. I'm sorry. Like, I need to feel emotion. I'm not going to be able to feel the emotion if I can't hear the crowd react.
I know.
Can't. Sorry.
Before we get off, let's do some New Japan predictions, because there's some matches coming up that we should do predictions for.
Let's definitely make these feast.
So these are happening at some point in February. I just don't exactly know what the days are, but I just know they're happening. So yeah, junior heavyweight tag team championships. The Flying Tigers versus Bullet Club.
The Flying Tigers again. I forgot. My mind fails me a bit.
I believe that's Tiger Mask and
yeah. Makes sense. Tiger Mask. Tiger Mask the fourth, right?
Tiger Mask and Robbie Eagles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're a tag team.
What, Robbie Eagle? I would have put Extreme. I would have put Tigre Uno or Extreme Tigre in there.
Yeah, same.
Robbie Eagle?
Yeah.
They're flying. Never mind. I'm really stupid. Flying Tigers. Tiger Mask, Robbie Eagles. Fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyhow, you picking for that?
Autism. Ho! Continue.
Who are you picking for that match, though?
Who am I picking? Fuck it. Yeah. Flying Tigers.
Yeah. And that match will be interesting, because that's going to be Phantasmo's first match since his gimmick was exposed. So I'm wondering what they're going to do with that now, because obviously he can't do that, the super kick gimmick anymore.
Yeah,
so.
Right. For real.
And then what else? Chaos is wrestling. They're doing the same match at Wrestle Kingdom again. That the Never Open 6-man tag team match again. I don't know why, but they are. So we just say House of Torture retains. Because I feel like if
probably they're really riding high on them, and I don't know why.
And then we're getting Evil versus Tomohiro Ishii for the Never Openweight title, but this time it's a lumberjack hardcore match.
To keep from people interfering, right? So Evil looks like a chump again, and Ishii retains.
No, he doesn't retain. He'd get the belt back. Evil's
I'm
champion
sorry.
right now.
You get the belt back. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's happening. Cool. Great.
Master Wado versus El Desperado for the junior heavyweight title. I think that's an easy title defense for El Desperado.
I agree.
I don't think he's losing the belt until I think they're gonna run Hiromu Takahashi again. I think he's gonna get the belt at Dominion.
That's a fair shout. I can see that happening.
And then we have the tag team title match. It's gonna be Chaos, Hikaru Goto and Yoshihashi.
Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi, the tag champs. Yep.
Yeah, they're facing two members of House of Torture. So the guys that aren't evil, they're facing them for the tag titles. I think they should just have Chaos retain the tag titles. There's no.
I'm with you.
They just
won them. They just won them. They won the fucking World Tag League, right? Fucking
they did. Yeah,
stick with them for a bit here.
And then we have Okada versus Naito. That's gonna be a hell of a match. I think.
Okay. I'll actually. You know what? I'll go with Naito, and I'm sure you'll go with Okada, right?
Yeah.
So that way we have a little bit of something different. So there you go. That's our predictions for the next show.
There we go.
Before we end, I want to name a quick few honorable mentions before we get the fuck out of here after 3 hours and 30 minutes of this fucking show. Shocker, right? Hey, at least it's not 8 hours, right?
Actually, wait, I want to name some honorable mentions before that, too, because it's still New Japan related.
Oh, go ahead.
New Japan Strong's been producing some killer matches. I want to just tell people
to go watch. Is there a crowd there yet?
Yeah, they can chant, so...
Yay! Okay, I'll watch. I gotta actually watch this shit now. I was actually expecting no. Fuck. I need Casey's New Japan World. Fuck.
But thank you, Casey, by the way, because that's the reason I'm able to watch New Japan.
Yeah, fair.
Now,
that's right. I forgot to give it to you. Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to shout out some matches that I recommend you watch. Eddie Kingston versus Gabriel Kidd. Go watch that match.
Oh, fuck, that sounds like a belter. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
I think that's how Eddie Kingston got injured, though, because I think.
I did hear this is the match where he got the orbital injury. Right.
Tom Lawler, Royce Isaac's partner, I forget his name.
Jarrell Nelson.
Jarrell Nelson and Black Tiger face Rocky Romero.
That's okay. Rocky Romero.
Tyler Rust and I forget the other guy's name. But they're setting up a feud between Tom Lawler and Tyler Rust because they used to be in Team Filthy together. So they're they're probably doing them.
Oh wow, they're going to the MLW deal.
Yep.
All right.
They're gonna set that up for the Strong Never Openweight Championship, which I'm looking forward to.
There's a lot of wrestling. Holy shit! Yeah. All right. Cool.
Alex Coughlin had a hell of a match with JR Kratos. This was his last match in the Coughlin Challenge Series. He's officially a graduate now of the LA Dojo, so congratulations to him.
Yeah.
And
I hear he's been killing them on NJPW Strong.
Yeah, and he actually had a hell of a... He actually won his match, too, which is
good
great.
For him,
so.
Good for him.
What else? Jay White versus Christopher Daniels. That was a hell of a...
Oh, let's go. Okay.
Because this was the first match in the...
Oh, yeah, because that furthers the whole Bullet Club versus Impact thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, yeah. This was the first fight in the US of J Open Challenge Series where he's calling out everybody from a different wrestling promotion to come have a match with them. So this was entertaining. I think he's gonna. I'm not sure because Tony Khan talked about opening the Forbidden Door. I think he's gonna be the guy that comes out and faces Isaiah Cassidy in the Faith of the Revolution ladder match qualifying match. I kind of hope that's what happens.
Could be. I would. Yeah, because he did say Forbidden Door, and everybody is for some reason thinking Keith. It's not Keith. He said Forbidden Door very specifically. It's Keith Lee.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Jay White. So.
Yeah.
What else was on? What else was What else matches?
I'm sorry, not Keith Lee. I was thinking Tanahashi. But either way, I'll be fine.
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know if he can get over here right now. So, I think he's stuck in Japan.
Yeah,
so.
that's probably fair. Fair. Yeah.
What else matches would I recommend? Arya Davari versus
The Arya
oh,
Davari match.
Yeah, I forget who he fought, but
All right, the Arya Davari match. Got you.
Okay. And then let's see what else was on there. Royce Isaacs fought someone that was really good, so go watch that.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not helping you with the names, I know, but
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Jonah versus David Finlay, that was really good.
Ooh, okay, okay, yeah, that sounds like a belter.
And I think Brody King fought somebody because it was just before.
Oh yeah, Brody King's in. I'm in. Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm gonna stop before I bear it, as I keep forgetting the names. So
yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. No, you're still new to the product. I get you.
Yeah.
Okay. So my honorable mentions are not necessarily matches, but like promotions. I want to kind of give a shout out to. Shout out Hog, who did a very good pay-per-view recently, I believe, or maybe this was a bit ago, but one of the pay-per-views that did this month, I believe, had Amazing Red and Malachi Black, so definitely give that a watch if you haven't already.
Yeah.
That was a belter match. I did watch the match, and JD and Solomonster were on point on commentary as well. Shout out also to DPW for having a successful You Already Know show. That was what a great fucking pay-per-view. Technically it's a Patreon show. But yeah, if you don't know what Deadlock Pro Wrestling is, you have been living under a rock. First thing you want to do, look up Deadlock. Just look up Deadlock. It's John Blood from New Legacy Inc. plus CM Pulse / James Darnell plus Tony Pizza Guy reviewing wrestling on that channel. And they've been memeing about making a brand called Deadlock Pro Wrestling, and it became a reality, and it's a real thing now. And apparently, one of the fucking people that is in there is actually that's in Deadlock Pro Wrestling is in the All Things Wrestling group chat, and he goes by the name, and I'm actually going to pull it up right now so I'm not fucking this up here. I believe his name is Kid Bandit.
Yeah.
And he's basically the size of Marco Stunt, but he's way cooler because he's a DBZ like Krillin like character.
Yeah.
Which cool by me. Fucking great gimmick. And also final shout out I'll give is to Megan Shiva from All Things Wrestling that Noah runs, for making it to Progress Wrestling. I just found out about her journey not too long ago, and the fact that I know somebody in the group, even by acquaintance levels, made it to Progress, that's fucking sweet. So shout out to both Kid Bandit and Megan Shiva.
What about Anthony Green, man? What about Anthony Green, man? You know Anthony Green, he's in freaking AEW
Anthony
right now.
Green, I shouted out like ages ago on a different show about him being on. I think I shouted him out on ATW, and I already personally messaged him too. So, do
you still talk to him on a consistent basis? Or
no, dude, he's so busy. I don't blame him for not getting back to me, dude. He's fucking dude. You gotta do a fucking segment with CM Punk.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully next time we don't have to do this for over 3 hours, but
Yeah, for sure. I think it was just there was a lot that we had to cover this month, and plus we didn't have Noah. We need Noah. It's one of those things where we need Noah. Noah will help. Noah will help big time, you know, because like Noah could speed this along in a great way. Noah knows how to fucking shorten this by like half the time we did, probably. So.
Well, in all fairness, we did have a lot to. We had like a pay-per-view also to review and stuff too. Two because of that fucking awful GCW show, yeah. Yep.
So yeah, we should plug our stuff at the very least because we never really plug our shit. So we'll at least do that. I think it's safe to really say this. I'm coming back to YouTube soon. Keep up to date with that. I'm already starting my Let's Play series of NASCAR Thunder 2003 for the Butt Mashers. So go check that out. That's youtube.com/JHebertSide95. JHEBERTSIDE95. All one word. Or check it out in the description box below. Or in the iCard up above here if I decide to make it, which I will probably fucking forget, so check the description. So you can check that out there. I'm also going to be bringing back watch-alongs on Casey's channel. We got one for Gold Rush, and I've already recorded the part 1 for Immortal. Owen, let me know. Yeah. I was fucking made a message thing. You didn't fucking say anything. I fucking tagged. It was in the fucking WYW voice actor Discord. I fucking told you. I tagged everybody.
Oh.
You never replied, and I kept fucking trying to get you. Hey, are you... dude, I rescheduled the fucking show for you to be on.
Discord's not the best way to get a hold of me. It's... You know.
All right, I got you. All right. Be available. Well, in fairness, you've already seen the opening, so I'll just get your thoughts in the beginning of that. But yeah, show up this week, or next week rather, Tuesday. Next Tuesday. Yeah. That's when we're doing it again. And I would really like you on for that, so that way you could at least give your thoughts on. We'll give you quick thoughts on what you thought of the opening. Stuff and your match, and then we'll move right on to the next shit. So with that said, check that out as well, because those watch-alongs are coming by soon. I already got the raw footage edited for the watch-along there. We're also going to be having button matches, I'm sure, on Casey's channel, where Casey's going to be playing some DC Universe Online with Mike and Lillian and Matt, possibly, as well, and Colleen. So go check that out as well. We also have open mic night with Jeff Meacham that I'm on now. That's with the MIC, not the MIKE. Go check that out. That's me, Noah Foster, and Jeff Meacham. We are going to be covering probably a lot more of what we talked about here, and probably other stuff that we didn't cover on here as well, like the whole Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Joe Rogan controversy, and how that thing just blew up way out of proportion, like it always fucking does with social media being fucking dickheads. So yeah, we'll be talking about that. Check that out as well. And if you want to join in, I'm pretty sure he'll have a link in the Streamlabs, so you can join in as well. Whoever the fuck wants to join in. That said, as well, we have, as I said, probably we're gonna make the FTW behind the scenes clips channel actually more active. So BTS and clips are gonna be going on that channel. And reactions, like on how I created the video or how somebody else created the video or whatever the fuck. We'll be having something going on those channels relatively soon, so check those out. And let me see if there's anything else I'm forgetting. Open mic night with the MIKE is going to be coming back as well, so be on the lookout for that. I don't know what their topic is, but that's going to be coming back. And Owen, that reminds me, let's get together where you, Casey, and I schedule to do a time where we do Wrestling with Idiocy, the John Cena edition, going over retrospective for his career, because we still have to do that, and I know that was an idea you had. And at some point, content and review will also be coming back. I don't know when, but we do have episode 2 in the can. Oh no, episode 2 released. Episode 3's in... I don't know if it's in the can or not. We might do it again. We might do episode 3 again, because I feel like we need to re-record that. But everything should be coming back within the next 2 weeks. Give or take by another week, depending on how busy I get throughout this month. And with that said, that's all I got to plug. What do you got to plug, Owen?
So yeah, obviously the rundown, this episode and stuff. And then this week, Saturday, we're gonna bring back. Well, we took a week off because I thought the snowstorm we were gonna lose power, so I just didn't record an episode.
That's fair. That's fair.
So we're gonna bring back Aftershock Corner top 5 flop 5s. Steve is supposed to be on this time. It's either gonna be Steve, Noah, James, or Chris. It depends on who's available, and myself, where we talk about the top 5 and flop 5 moments of wrestling in that week.
Do you believe we can do the Aftershock Corner intro now?
Yeah, I think I think the show's gonna be a mainstay.
So we're consistent enough that we can, after this episode of the rundown, we can start doing the editing stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know. Good to know. I'll get. Do me a favor. before we get off here, I need you to download OBS Labs not OBS Streamlabs. Fuck that. Look up OBS Studio, download that, because you're gonna need that in order to do the shows going forward. Because even if you can't, because that will be way easier for you to record, and it will be way less stressful for you.
Right.
I have a method that we can do that will make this so much easier for us going forward in the future. So I'll talk about that off air with you. But yeah,
and then
else?
I think we're gonna bring back Retro Wrestling Review Series after Elimination Chamber. The first couple I want to do is the 2 WrestleManias I did review, which would be 36 and 37, and then we'll kind of decide from there. I might just have Chris on to do that one.
Yeah, do those unedited. Do those unedited, so that way we can get your perspectives on that.
And then any other pandemic shows I missed, and then we'll kind of talk about other shows we'll do. And then do you want to bring back do you want to record any new fantasy booking series?
No, we still have so much we have to catch up on to upload, dude. And I still have to edit a couple. So no, we can hold off on that for a real quick.
Did you ever find the ones
Yeah. They're in the hard drive.
Okay.
We're good. I made sure before we actually went on air today. Oh, also, speaking of retro, we will also be releasing our retro review of WrestleMania 15, which, if you have not watched our watch-along on Casey's channel, we kind of did a long-form review there, but if you want a short-form review, be on the lookout for that on this channel as well.
And then, I'll want the Talkadator and CM Brothers watch it for the archive stuff. I think that's going to come back at some point, probably in the next month or so. So it's going to be exciting.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I think that's everything, right? We got everything done?
Yeah, everything. That's everything.
Cool. And until next time, we'll see you on the next rundown where we run all you down.
Especially JCW.